Alright, man, we back with another video. We giving y'all another rebuild. Now, as a lot of teams I low-key want to rebuild. I did the FC26 rebuild. People may be wondering why has that not been spammed. I'm only gonna give you, I don't know if that's coming out before this or after. I'm gonna probably try to get this out before that, because I don't want this to get outdated. Because I do want to try to get these as realistic as possible. But I'm gonna try to do these one episode videos on FM while I'm doing a lot of teams. I'm gonna do Chelsea. I want to do Madrid. I want to do Liverpool. I want to do pretty much all the big teams. I'm not trying to do like long rebuilds. It's just gonna be the big teams. Now, depending on how these do, I may start doing longer ones, but y'all gotta let me know. Now, another thing, I'm already doing FC26 Blue Lock, so I want to go to FM for these one video episodes because one, I do like doing the rebuilds more on FM. But if I'm watching, I do like doing the FC26 ones on Blue Lock. But I don't want to just do everything on FC26. So that we doing that on FM. Now, if y'all do want the FC26, understand the videos will be probably less frequent. So y'all gotta let me know. It's a give and take. Y'all got the option. Let me know in the comments down below which one y'all rather me do all these on. But the first one we gonna do is Chelsea. Now, at the time we're recording this, I don't know when this is gonna drop, but it is very early on the 11th, the first day of the World Cup, and the games have not started yet. So I am recording this right then. So all that should be understood. But we're gonna be starting at Chelsea. Xabi Alonso. I'm gonna be using his formations. I'm gonna be doing realistic transfers. Let's get into it. All right, so off the rip, let's go ahead and look at what they want me to do for the vision. All right, so sign high reputation players. Okay, sign players under the age of 23 for the future. Okay. Increase commercial revenue. Okay. Grow the club's reputation. Okay. Now, with these being one episode, I'm only probably going to do one or two. Not really one or two. It's really going to probably be two. I don't know how many more I go beyond that, but most likely two. Just trying to see where we can go. The goal for these big teams, again, is trying to be winning the league. I don't know how realistic that is for Chelsea next year, but I wouldn't be too surprised. One game a week. Xabi Alonso, very underrated manager. We'll see. But for the most part, none of this is really crazy for them. I'm going to just confirm. Nothing crazy. All right. Now, I done gave us the little formation. We can get to the formation after we go over who is staying, who is going. Now, let's go through every single player. Reece James, staying. He has his injury concerns. He's staying. Cole Palmer, bad season last year. I don't think he was as bad in the Prem as people are acting like. But I do think, okay, he was bad this past season. The year prior, I don't think he was as bad as people act like. Should he have been in any of those FIFA 11 off of just the Club World Cup? No. But should he have been top 9 in the Ballon d'Or? No. But was he as bad as people was acting like with the little Prem, like the non-goal outside of pin thing? I don't think he was as bad as people was acting like. I'm going to be honest. He was very creative, one of the more creative players in the league, one of the best players in the league. Now, Moises Caicedo, staying. I think he got worse. He's a guy that got worse with the other manager that y'all brought in after Enzo. But I think Moises Caicedo is one of the best DMs in the world. Forget just the Prem. I think he stays. Enzo, one of the actual players that last year, alongside Reece James, that you can say you kind of, you seen what he is. He's still very good. Now, if you want to say he should go, I'm not mad at it. Look at the money we can get for him. We can get 120 to 136. I'm going to keep him, though. Especially for the way we're going to play under Xabi Alonso, I'm going to keep him. Wesley Fofana, this is a guy I may get rid of. He is an injury-prone guy, and then when he's out there, he's not playing that well. I'm going to keep him for now until I can see what I'm getting at center back, because our other center back options are not good. Simple as that. Nicholas Jackson, as of right now, I'm going to be trying to get him going. I can get 57 to 75 million for him. I'm going to be trying to get him going. He's now at Bayern, but once this joint is over, we're on the 8th of July, right after the season. I should be getting him going whenever I can. Mark Cucurella, I'm probably going to actually sell him directly to Barca. I'm pretty sure that's what he wants to do. I don't think that's what's going to happen in real life, but as of right now, that's what's the most likely for what he wants. So I'm going to say Mark Cucurella. I'm going to probably sell him to Barca. I'm going to try to get some money off them. Pedro Neto. Out of all your wingers are trash. I'm going to be honest. The Prem wingers in general are bad, though. But for how we going to play right now, I'm going to keep him. I'm going to probably play him in more of like a wingback role where he's just running up and down the flank, and I think that's kind of going to be fine for him. Robert Sanchez. Right now, I have him as a backup goalkeeper because he cannot play with ball to feet. So I'm gonna be bringing in Penders, who is a guy I actually do like that y'all gonna be bringing in next year. I think he got actually fit really well with Xabi Alonso, but I actually don't think Robert Sanchez is as bad as people act like. I'm gonna keep him. If I can get somebody to pay 45, 57 for a backup goalkeeper, I'll do that. But then we get into some guys that I'm definitely selling. Badia Shield, I didn't even see him. I will be selling. If I can get money for him, I will be selling. They say I can get 48. We'll see. Chalobah, I think a lot of Chelsea fans actually fine with Chalobah. Looking at his pressing, passing, and pace, I may actually keep him as like a squad player. That's not a bad squad player in my opinion. Pedro, obvious keep. Colwill, if he can stay healthy, I'm going to keep him. Liam Delap, gone. Gone. Tolson, gone. Disasi, gone. Andre Santos, this is like the main person right now that I got coming off the bench that I know for a fact I'm keeping. I think he actually, if I do ever end up giving up Enzo, I think he can play next to Moises Caicedo. In my opinion, kind of similar. He's the closest person that can get that Lavia, in my opinion, Caicedo combo, where it worked really well. I don't think Enzo Caicedo really works that well as a double pivot. That's why sometimes you see like Enzo moved all over the pitch a lot of single times when he was with Enzo. But yeah. And then we have Malo Gusto. I'm probably getting him going. I don't really like him that much. Very inconsistent. Quinda, I am bringing him in that role that Neto is playing. Quinda probably starts in that spot, actually. Jorgensen, he actually wants to leave. He was terrible in the Champions League. I don't see the reason to keep him. Mudryk, the fact that he's still even on your team is insane. He's going if I can get him going. Jamie Gittins, I think Jamie Gittins is actually, if we talking about out of the two wingers that y'all bought that actually has potential, in my opinion, I think Jamie Gittins. Do I expect him to be a starter in the Prem for Chelsea? Probably not. A squatty though, I think he could, and that could be potentially be more. But right now, I'm looking at him as a squatty. I may loan him, but for now, I'm keeping him. Next, we got Garnacho. They say I can get 82. I was gonna loan him. I don't think he's good at all. I didn't think he was good with Manchester United. I thought United fans was overrating him. And then you got stuff off the pitch. I'm selling him. Jarrell Hato, I actually like him. Keeping him. Mark Grew, I may low-key put him with the youth so he can like progress a little bit. He's a La Masia, so we'll see what happens there. Then we have Fofana. Probably get him going if I can. Penders, already said that's probably going to be my starter. Romeo Lavia, I don't really get the thing that Chelsea fans have with him. When he plays, is he good? Sure. When the hell does he play? He's going. He's going, bro. We cutthroat. And they literally let Xabi Alonso be the manager. If you paid any attention to what Xabi Alonso wanted to do with Madrid, he would have fixed that situation. He wanted them to be tactical. The players refused to even pay attention in meetings. He wanted to be cutthroat and get rid of one of Vinny and Mbappe if they didn't pay attention. They sided with Vinny, and he got gone. I think if you give him the opportunity to fix your club, he will fix your club, personally. So I'm going to be cutthroat. Simple. He seemed like he got potential at center back, and he's pretty solid all around. He can be another version of Chalobah, and he's 21. Keep. And then all these guys are not Chelsea level. I'm getting them going. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, there may be some guys in the youth, because I don't see a Chimpong. A Chimpong is definitely going up. Star is going up. Who else? Who else we got down here that can go up? Some of these guys I don't really know. Kendry Paez, they kind of, I may try to sell him. But, hey, looking at his potential, I'll probably keep him. Who else? Asugo. It seems like he may be a guy that actually plays for y'all sometime this year. Anybody else down here that may play? Really just Joshua Chimpong that actually might play with the main team. I don't even know. He's down here. Anybody else, I doubt I actually play. So that probably be about it. Loki, I'm going to bring him up too because he has damn near 5-star potential. So we're going to see what's to that. But for the most part, nothing else I'm really interested in down here, to my knowledge. So let's go back to it. Just to wrap that up. Anybody else? Tosin. Let's go here. Yeah, so we had Tosin. So we have him on he's gone. Who else? Yeah, Asugo, I probably keep for now as like a backup midfielder. Because it does come down to what we buy. Yeah, Mark Gou, I'm going to be honest. I can get that much money for him already. And I have a guy that's younger than him with more potential. I may take that opportunity. Joshua Chimpong. I'm low-key. I may start him instead of Fofana. I actually am going to do that. I'm going to start him on that right-sided center back overlapping. I'm going to have Jarrell. I think that's going to be like, okay, let's get into the tactics. Okay. So I tried to get it as as similar to Xabi Alonso as possible. So let's get into it. So now, I didn't low-key finish the video I was watching, but apparently they played with a poacher at Leverkusen. I'm trying to go more for the Leverkusen instead of what he tried to force work at Real Madrid when people just wasn't buying in. I'm going to try to go more to that. So what he had on the wing backs, he had a playmaking wing back, and he had a guy that was darting up and down. Now, the guy that darted up and down was on the right side. The guy that was more of a, what's it called? He had on the left. Low-key, I think the free roam guy was on this side, was on the left side. So I have to change this actually. So this is gonna be boom, and this is gonna be free roll. The free roll was the verts. The channel second striker type guy was on the left. I put it more to a channel midfielder instead of second striker guy because we don't really have the guys to do that. But I'm putting Palmer there where he can kind of also play. He can play that little. He can play that in between, but he also can go out wide and play that winger. You know. Where I think Cole Palmer has been very good as a 10 and as a right winger. Left winger, I don't like as much, personally. But I think in this free roll, I think he could really be very good. Also having Reece James on the, I think that could really work. But I do think Palmer is better with the overlap. I will say that. I do think he is better with the overlap. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I put Reece James more so back here because he can be a guy that can get injured too. Maybe put him as more something right there, and then we kind of go back to what they do, but then I would have to get a left wing back that would be more playmaking. That's going to be harder. Maybe that means I keep Cucurella. I don't think Cucurella can play that playmaking role, though. So I think it just makes more sense to just flip that. Let Reece James be that playmaker wing back where he's not darting up and down as much, but being more so the playmaking wide playmaker while also being good defensively. And then on the other side, you got the darting up and down. Probably going to be Quinda, but also Neto. So I'll probably keep Neto as like a rotational player that can play that role. Now, you see Esteval in that channel. This can either be a channel or it can be a second striker. It's really on that, whatever you want to do. This can be a free roll. I think free roll is just what it is. Now, he also had this being, like when he was with Madrid, it could sometimes be a false nine. It can sometimes be a channel. I think when he was with Leverkusen, sometimes Verts played it and it was like a false nine. But we're going to go with what the main one was, and it was kind of more of a poacher, where he has like a box striker. And then we have two deep line playmakers. I think that's going to be perfect for Enzo. I don't know how good it's going to be for Caicedo. He's a lot better on the ball, I would say, especially dotting passes, breaking lines and stuff like that than like a guy like Rice. And I do think those guys are very comparable. But ball carrying and all that, you don't really want neither one of these guys to do that. And that's kind of, they will be more in attacking spots so they can finish from deep. But I think they both can do that. So I think that'll be fine. Then we have overlapping center backs, and then we have our main ball-playing center back, and that's Colwill. And then we, as you can see, we have a ball-playing goalkeeper, and we have a sweeper keeper with Penders. And I think Penders, if you've seen anything on him, he's going to be fine for that. So that's how we line it up. I don't know how Chow, the thing is, I will say, I think João Pedro will be probably better in this role than that. And maybe we have to just get a poacher. But we do have a mega coming. Maybe he could just be that. And I think that would fit. But then Esteval is going on the bench, which probably would be fine for him. I don't think Esteval, if we are a Prem winning side, I don't know if he's fully ready to be that main star. Maybe you can put maybe you can make this be Esteval, but then you would be having Esteval playing wing back. I think Esteval playing in one of these roles would be fine, where he can play either one of these, a channel, or he can play the free role. I think that just makes more sense. So actually, that just probably confirmed Gittins is probably getting sold. So we got a mega coming in. I'll probably buy a striker. Definitely buy center backs for sure. But I do have Fofana. Let me go put it. I do have Fofana now. Fofana can be on the bench. And that probably just locks Gittins in for a loan. We can go ahead and do that. I could even sell him, but I like the pace and the dribbling that he has on FM. I think we can work with that. Loki, I think Garnacho has that too. Loki, he does. But I just think they probably should just get rid of bro. I'm gonna keep it being. I think they should cut their losses. But João Pedro, he could play either one of these. I think João Pedro would probably be better as like the false nine. It's kind of more like the Mbappe. But if we want to play more like how they had it with Leverkusen, I think we just go with a channel where he's like more of a second striker, more of a channel midfielder. Then, and we're gonna change the settings. I ain't really changed the settings on any of these positions yet. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. All right, so to even start here, I had to be don't pay too much attention to the USA thing. I've resigned from that so I can just get here. But let's get into who their targets are so we can do some realistic transfers. So apparently they're looking at Leao I don't think Xabi Alonso will want him, and he don't fit in Xabi Alonso's system. Where would he play? Unless they just go to a simple 4-3-2-1 or 4-2-3-1. I don't really see Leao working, especially with the way Xabi Alonso wants to press. He wants to press. So that'll be interesting. Bowen, I don't see that happening. Arda Güler, he's not even a winger. So I don't see that happening. I don't see really any of those happening. Now, El Maya, I don't even know who the hell this is. So I'm going to look this up right here. Who is this? Oh, this dude. I've had him a couple times. I'll look at him. Maybe I'll go for him. Maybe I'll actually go for him. I'm going to put him on the short list. Now, the midfield is where it actually does get interesting. Because I think Rodgers is actually going to be somewhat available. I spelled it wrong. Morgan Rodgers is going to be somewhat available. I think he could be a guy that could play that other channel midfield role. He can even play some striker if you want to rotate. Especially if you want to actually do a false nine, playmaking striker. Maybe he just didn't have the facilities to do so at Leverkusen. So he just played his best striker and played him in a role that best suited him. Because that's kind of what he did. If you think about it, that's kind of what he did with Madrid. And then we have Alex Scott. Apparently they want Alex Scott. Alex Scott would make some sense in my opinion in one of those double pivot spots. Very technical midfielder. Definitely can get on the ball, ping passes, but also can, you know what I'm saying, take or dribble it, get it up the pitch and stuff like that. So that would be interesting if I do end up selling Enzo. And then we have Camavinga. Now this one is one, if you watched Madrid when Xabi Alonso was there, Camavinga was very good. The thing with Camavinga is his injuries, but you can see he can be somebody that plays in the Prem. He's a very physical defender, very good defensively at the same time, but also being very technical. So this could be a guy that I actually do get. I don't know if I'm getting him for this price range, but he's still somewhat young. I didn't even realize he was still 23, so that's interesting. Now, defensively, and this kind of does make sense as somebody that can play both sides. Cambiaso. He could be like a rotation guy that can play the right and play the left. He can be more of like that backup to Reese. I'm going to put him on the list. This one actually makes some sense. Maybe if you want to have somebody on that left side, if you actually want to play that way, put Reece James to more of the center back, like I was saying, and have that right side being that up and down guy. That could work too. You know what I'm saying? Then Quinda could play that. Quinda can low-key play both sides wing back, so we'll see. Now, Konate is another guy that y'all had. I don't think y'all go for it. Now, this is the center back. I didn't really see too many center backs y'all were actually going for. Y'all do have a lot of center backs, but Tapsoba, I don't know if he played under Xabi Alonso or not, but he is at Leverkusen. I guess we'll put him on the list. Maybe he's a guy that actually played under him. I don't know if 100% if that's a Chelsea level player. Now, striker. This is where it does get interesting. Krupi. This is a Chelsea level type signing, but I actually think this would be one that actually does make sense. And then we have one that would actually make sense in terms of the role that we have as striker in Osman. Now, his stats are kind of stupid. Like, how is his finishing only 15? But this one actually makes sense in terms of the role that we have. So those are the guys that supposedly y'all are looking at for transfer targets. I'm going to try to do a little bit more research on who y'all are looking at. But those are the guys I found. Okay, I found another list of rumors. I don't even know if this is rumors, honestly, or if this is people that they should sign. So, James Trafford. Do I think James Trafford is an automatic better player than Mike Penders? No, especially if I already have a Prem prover goalkeeper. I think James Trafford is probably more Prem proven than Penders. That would be the question. But I already had that with Sanchez. If I do go with an upgrade, I probably would go with Magnon from AC Milan. So, I probably don't go Trafford. I probably let somebody like Newcastle get Trafford or something like that. Or they just keep him and sell Donnarumma right now. We'll see what Mike Pender's looking like. And maybe if he's looking bad, I may move him. LaCroix, I don't know. I may go for him in a 3-back. He could work. Van Heck. Now, Van Heck is a player I low-key will put on my list. I will put Van Heck on my list. I think he could actually fit very well in the Xabi Alonso system. But I feel like he would have to play that middle center back. I don't know. We'll see. Alex Scott already put on here. Barco already brought to the team. Already brought Barco to the team. Where is he at? Yeah, I already brought Varco to the team. Apparently, this is a guy that y'all did already sign. So I brought him to the team. Barcola. Now, I don't know if y'all take Barcola. But if y'all do, where the hell does he play? Does he play the cam? He's not, unless he. The only way I can see y'all getting him is if y'all don't use this system, which would kind of defeat the purpose. So I probably don't go for him because of that. Morgan Rogers, I actually do like that pickup. Apparently y'all going for Grimaldo. That would make some sense if y'all do go with that left back, because y'all could have, when Reece James out there, y'all got the right wing back being the playmaker, but when y'all got Ronaldo out there, y'all have the left back being the playmaker, and y'all just swap the, that could work. I think that's Doof. Senesi already got signed. Adam Wharton, that actually does seem like somebody y'all are really, really trying to sign right now. Kind of like how City is trying to sign Elliot Anderson. I actually think Adam Wharton is the better guy. I've been saying that for a while. I think Elliot Anderson did surprise me how good he was this year. But I do think Adam Wharton, especially in this system, he would probably be the better player. And there was whispers about him going to Madrid last year when bro went there. So that would be interesting. Camavinga, we already put him on the list. Okay, apparently Murillo. Murillo actually would make some sense as like a Prem-proven left-sided center back. Honestly, I think that would make some sense. I'm going to throw him on the list as well. Put him on the short list. Next, Magnon. Now, I didn't make sure I'm spelling this right. All right, I did spell it right. I'm going to put him on the list. Am I going to sign him? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to sign him, but I'll put him on the list. I'll put him on the list for sure. Minko Guts. I like him. I feel like teams are scared to get him. And I don't think Chelsea is the team. How do you spell this joint? How do you spell this? Okay. Oh. Spelled it wrong. Okay. But I don't think a team like Chelsea that's like trying to go away from this young talent thing, I don't think that makes too much sense. Now, apparently these are more unrealistic. So we got Chouamini. I don't really see why Chouamini is unrealistic, but Camavinga is a good move. Like, that don't make too much sense to me. They're the same level of player. They just play two different positions. Slaughterbeck, I don't see how that's unrealistic. I feel like his release clause is very cheap. I guess it comes down to this. He wants to play for y'all. That'll be interesting. I think with Xabi Alonso, y'all may be able to get him. I forgot the midfielder from Spurs that should play more but doesn't for whatever reason. Diego Costa. Lewis Hall. I think Lewis Hall could be a guy y'all actually do get. I think Lewis Hall in that left wing back role would be pretty crazy. I'm gonna keep it being. I think that, especially with him being a previous Chelsea player, I believe. So yeah, Bastoni, I don't see that one. I'm gonna keep it being. Leia, I wouldn't do, especially with this system. I wouldn't do. And then the rest, I'm chilling. So let's look at the. I already put some people that I seen that was on here, so you're gonna see some of that. But for the most part, this is what we looking like. Is there a way to see? Okay, I can't see everybody. David Raya, I can look take off some of these guys. Some of these guys, they were just up there in potential, so I put them on here. So you see like guys like Ahmad, David Raya. But I probably don't go for like an Embuemo, Kulusevski, Van Ven. Van Heck is a guy I definitely would look at. We already kind of broke, but I haven't even done the money. So how much money do we even have to spend? We don't even have no money to spend. So we got to sell some players. But if Chelsea do one thing good, I will say, they may not be the most consistent buying, but when it comes to selling, they're very good. So we'll see. Actually, bro, Krupi for 44 to 71 is a steal. I may have to do that. And he can play one of them. He can be an alternate in one of them 10 roles very easily with Esteval. So he could be like the channel. Esteval could be the free role. That could be very, very easy. Who else? Now, this is a guy that actually could play that left wing back role that's already at Strasbourg. Do you want to keep taking players from Strasbourg if you're a Chelsea fan? I probably would say no. Who else did we see? Tapsoba. Victor Osman may be my main guy I need to go for. But do we need... No, we need the center backs. I don't even think we need Morgan Rogers right now. I think we need center backs, and then we can worry about... But low-key, I don't have a striker. I have Delap, and I'm going to try to sell Delap. Maybe we need to sell people first, and then we can worry about this. Let's get that going. Okay. All right, so I'm kind of figuring out what we're going to do. I ended up changing Caicedo to this area because apparently they play with a DOP and a box-to-box. I think Caicedo in the box-to-box would make more sense than Enzo. But maybe Enzo is the box-to-box. I don't know. I ended up going Caicedo and let Enzo kind of play more of that DOP. That's kind of what he does with Argentina when people love him. So I kind of did that. Now, we're going to move João Pedro here. It's going to be a false 9. This is what we're going to do to keep it kind of balanced, to be honest. Honestly. But I think that should work. And then to go alongside that, I low-key want to start Esteval. I may go Boom and then go Esteval in the free roll. I think that would low-key make the most sense to me right now. But this is what we're looking like for now. And I may go Barco to start. Where Barco at? I think I may go Barco to start over Quinda. But it could go either or. I think Quinda not as well suited to play that role yet. So I think that may be what we... Oh, no. He don't got enough speed. We probably keep Quinda there. But I do think Santos being his little rotator. Neto can also play here. Barco can play there. Sanchez and Penders can swap in and out. I think that works. Personally, I think that really does work. All right, we've already started selling some people. Apparently, the main person Chelsea trying to sign is Rodgers. Just went out and tried to get him. Apparently, I can get him for 107, so I'm going to try to get him. Okay, so I got Rodgers, but the wagers are crazy. 24 million. I think Chelsea don't really do that. But if I didn't do that on FM, it would have just kept canceling, so there's no point. So what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to actually make this work. 24 million. Only got it for 107. I ain't going to lie, bro. I think people kind of underrating how much some of these people finna be going. They already talking about Elliot Anderson like 130. I think post World Cup these prices finna skyrocket. I think people be forgetting. I'm gonna adjust the budget, make that work, and we now have Morgan Rodgers. Okay, for anybody confused, I guess I might as well explain it here. When you start today on Chelsea, they don't just actually start today. They resim the season. So I'm guessing that we just finished in a too high of a thing to like be realistic. Because in real life, Chelsea went 10th. So yeah, but yeah, it didn't do that. So, but we starting from today. But I'm in the Champions League, so it's gonna be a pretty big difference. All right, so we found it. So we did a lot of sales and we did a lot of purchases. Now I can't show y'all the prices for whatever reason. But let's go through all of them. I sold some of the younger players. Some of the younger players got sold. So when you think about some of these guys, they got sold. Some of these guys are on loan too. So these are not all sales, but some of these guys did get sold. Like Mark Gu, Paez, Neto, Max Merritt. Let's talk about more of the main people that I did end up selling. I think I ended up selling him. Let's see, who else did we sell? We sold Fofana. We sold Wesley Fofana. Inter came in for him. We sold him. Nicholas Jackson. Spurs came in for him. We sold him. Chalaba. We actually was gonna keep him, but we made some interesting developments on this. So we're gonna talk about the ins after we talk about the outs. So we got rid of Chalaba. We did bring in the center back to replace that. We did bring in a striker to replace him, but it was somebody that was already coming in, as you probably can see up there. Then we have Wiley, Stutter. I don't remember Stutter. Let's talk. Okay, Garnacho. I ended up selling him off to Dortmund. I don't know why they wanted him. And, bro, I'm going to keep being the FM prices ain't the craziest, so I'm trying to do a realistic, but at the same time, it is what it is. I can't really make them come from regular prices. Jorgensen, I actually got 29 for him. I got 50 for Cucurella for Barca. Gusto to Brighton for 50. Badia Shield to Liverpool for 49. Disasi to Sunderland for 15. Robert Sanchez, he actually got bought by Inter as well for 50. And then Lavia, I ended up selling him off to Wolves. I don't really know how the hell Wolves is getting that money. I don't even know if they're still in the Prem. Because again, it's not the exact thing that happened. But yeah, so he ended up going to Wolves. Some people went to West Brom. Aston Villa came in for Jamie Giddens, but he's out on loan. So yeah, Mark Gu is out on loan. Asugo, loan, and all that. So that I think actually Mark Gu I may have sold. I don't remember though. No. I think he did get sold eventually. But yeah, that's what we have going out. Now coming in for 29, great deal. He's actually been my starting striker over João Pedro because we are playing that poacher. I think the poacher one just plays better. We score more goals consistently in the way that they want to play. I think doing the false 9 is just kind of forcing people into roles, and so it's just been like that. But Omega, he been our starting striker. Don't know who Dinner is. I think that's just a youth player. Krupi, we actually was able to get Junior Krupi for 62 million.
I don't think that's happening in real life. If we could, hey, hopefully Barca can get that done in real life. I'm gonna keep it being 62 million for Junior Cooper is crazy. Adam Wharton, we got him for 87. That's definitely not happening in real life. But I'm really not doing the prices because I'm selling people for prices that's not gonna be happening in real life, and I'm buying people for prices that's low-key. Some of them are realistic, some of them not. Like Cambiaso for 40 million, he may be a little closer to like a 30, but that's not that crazy. I'm gonna keep it being. And he's a guy that can play on both flanks. He can play the left, he can play the right. I think that's a perfect purchase in my opinion. And that's an actual, and a lot of these guys are actually realistic targets I think Chelsea would get. That's another thing. Like they already got a mega. I think Krupi could be a realistic target, but Adam Wharton they're already trying to get. Cambiaso, they already have him as a target. Van Heck, they're trying to get. I got him for 78 million. That's one of the center back signings that we ended up getting. Now the goalkeeper signings I ended up getting. I don't know how realistic these are. Magnon was impossible. He was not for sale. And I ended up selling Sanchez because they came with an offer I couldn't get rid of, and I only had Penders. So I ended up going out and get a goalkeeper. I was only gonna get one. I was able to get both. You're big. If you know anything about him, he's like the second coming of Neuer over there at Bayern. I think he just got injured as soon as Neuer got hurt, so he didn't really get his chance when he had it this year. But we did pick him up. But he's been our backup. Verbruggen, or whatever you say bro name, from Brighton. We actually got him as well, but we got him for a little fee, bro. 54 million. So yeah, that's who we got there. And then we had Murillo. Now Murillo, we was trying to get him for time, and it didn't work out. It was for 59. We got back in. We was able to get him for even cheaper at 51 million on the 15th. So we actually did pretty good on the end. So we got two center backs. We got a left-sided and a right-sided. We got a wing back that can play both sides. We got two goalkeepers, and we got Krupi and a mega. The only thing we didn't get was wingers. So let me show y'all the tactics that we have been using. We've been using this, but okay, this is trolling. Okay, this is the way that I gotta see. I haven't figured out the other 4-back system that he plays, so I'm gonna look that up before I start actually using that, because I do think there's going to be times where they switch it up, so that is kind of going to be important. But even if we do something like this, this would probably be a way to get João Pedro to play. Go João Pedro up top, Rodgers off the left, Palmer down the middle, and probably Esteval off the right. That's probably the way I would do it if it was a 4-back. And then you probably would have Reece James. But let's go ahead and show you. Reece James has already gotten injured. He got injured in our last game, and if you looked at our schedule, we had tied our first game. Now, preseason, it was World Cup, so some of these games, we had to play our backups. Like, look at the lineup I had to throw out there. João Pedro and Palmer were out there. They said Hato was at. Excuse me? I think I trolled that. I don't think I meant to do that. But maybe that's why we lost, because I had the wrong lineup out there. I don't think I meant to do this. I'm going to be honest. But 4-0 to Copenhagen. Simple as that. But then we had 2-2 draw against MLS team. Then we had 2-0. Then we had 1-0. Then we had 2-3. I think around here is when we first started getting our guys back. But like I said, we weren't really scoring goals consistently or beating teams consistently without it. So I did end up making a change and just going with the poacher. And you see 4-1, 4-1, 4-1. 3 straight 4-1s. We play Sunderland 2-1. And then we play here. Now, and we had a 1-1. This was our first draw since we did make that change, and we did get outplayed, but we'll take the point. We'll take the point. Simple as that. We'll take the point. We are still undefeated in the Prem, and let's keep it moving. We have our first cup game. We're going to see what happens here. I may actually watch a lot. I may watch more games than I'm thinking. So, like, Man United, I may watch that. We play Inter, I may watch that. We'll see. Okay, actually, I may as well show you guys this way because I low-key just realized some of the ins and outs didn't really showcase what we really have. So this is our starting lineup. We got a DLP, a box-to-box, a playmaking wingback, an attacking wingback. This is what we ended up going to. The winger, wide midfielder wasn't working. Well, it was fine, but it's a lot easier to train them this way, to learn this, than the other way, where they're going to be wide midfielder and winger, but they still going to have to play pressing wing back and stuff like that. I think it's just gonna work a little bit better this way. So this is what we working with, and we got 2 pressing DMs, and we got 2 tracking attacking midfielders, tracking 10s. Then we have a tracking 9 with a poacher. Simple as that. So this is our starting lineup. Like I said, a mega starting. We got Morgan Rogers playing off the left. That's playing in the channels where he can play up the channel to the left and he can play up the channel to the right. But then we got Palmer playing, connecting. He can be very connecting with Reece James. This is apparently how they played, by the way, when he was at what's it called? Now, I believe Wirtz played the left 10. That's why if we're going to flip it, we know that Grimaldo played the left. So if Grimaldo played the left and we're flipping it, we're just going to put him on the right. And I believe Xhaka played. The way I'm doing it actually is, I know since we have him going up the pitch, I'm going to just have the DOP sitting here so that he can cover for him sometimes. Simple as that. And in the box to box, he's not going to go as far up the pitch, so he can run around a little bit more. He can run around a little bit more, if that makes sense. And then we have the overlapping center back, the ball playing center back, the overlapping center back, and then we have the poacher in there. That's what it looked like. Now, this is why I did want to show it like this, because when we do our rotation, this is what it looks like for the back end. So we have a full starting lineup of players, and we have a full rotation of players. And with the rotation, the guy that is on the outside looking in is Penders. Now, I'm trying to get him alone. I'm trying to get Star alone because these guys, I don't really think they're going to have too much of a chance to play, honestly. But even guys like Murillo don't be able to be on the bench when we go with our rotated side. But this rotated side is going to be playing all the cup games for us. But yeah, you got Hato and the Champong. They should get a lot of PT. Cambiaso off the right. Barco off the left. That is another guy that we end up signing, but that is a Strasbourg guy. And apparently they're going to be signing him to Chelsea. I think that's a confirmed signing. Adam Wharton is going to actually be a rotated player. João Pedro is going to be a rotated player. Krupa is going to be a rotated player. Esteval is going to be a rotated player. Andre Santos is going to be a rotated player. We have really, really good rotated players. Really, really good. But like I said, if I did want to make a lineup for the other way, I do think we could low-key, arguably, like debatably, like say for instance, if I just wanted to go in and make a lineup for this, like just wanted to make a lineup for this, I would probably go, let's just go with the starters real quick, just so I can make it a little bit easier for me. So if I wanted to go with this, I don't know if I would have a box-to-box, to be real. I don't know if I would actually have that. But I probably would go, I think Caicedo probably has to be there, to be honest. Low-key, I think it would low-key probably makes more sense for Caicedo to be more of a DM and him be like more of a box-to-box playmaker. Because if you know how Enzo plays, that's kind of more of how he plays. And then this can stay winger, but this will probably be Esteval. And if we go with a false 9, I would probably go João Pedro. And then, like I said, Cambiaso can play both sides, and he would probably be the wing back here. And then this would probably be our center back duo. And then we would probably be able to have guys like Murillo off the bench now. Krupi still would be off the bench. Barco would be off the bench. We wouldn't have really that many fullbacks off the bench, but low-key, Hato can play that left back role, and Chimpong can play that right back role, but they also can play both center back roles as well. So that actually would be really nice. Wharton can slide in for Enzo, and then Andre Santos can slide in for Caicedo. But I don't know. Caicedo, I feel like is more of a DM that holds position more than he is a guy. So maybe I make him more of a deep line playmaker, to be honest, instead of an 8. I feel like he's more of a 6 than an 8 personally for me. And then I have Enzo playing more of like a deep line playmaker where I don't really need these guys to really push up the pitch too much, to be honest. Because I am going my fullbacks playing up the pitch a lot more, and that probably give us a little bit more balance in the midfield, personally. Because we're going to probably have low-key this position playing like this, where it's still going to be somewhat playing like that, where they still going to be getting up the pitch, and you still going to have Reece James getting up the pitch. It's just not going to be as much with him not being a wing back, you know? So, yeah. I think that's kind of more of how I'll probably do it. And then I probably go, instead of a winger, for Esteban, I'll probably go inside winger. And I probably put this, where is it at? And I probably put this on both overlap. Because I think Esteval likes to overlap. If I wanted to play Palmer off the right wing, Palmer likes to overlap. I think that will work. Now, out of possession. That is the confusing thing. I've done out of possession for this a lot, so this not that difficult. So, where is he at? We got Morgan Rogers. He probably play off the left. We got him. He'll probably play right there. Palmer probably play right here. No, Palmer play right here. No, Palmer will probably play right here. Where is... Okay, Esteval will probably play here. And then we got Boom. Then we got Boom. Then we got Boom. Then we got Boom. Now, the thing is, I probably go Caicedo in the middle. Let Enzo and Palmer be like pressing center mids. These be pressers. These be pressers. And then Caicedo, he kind of just, everything is kind of funneled to Caicedo in a way. Where these guys can be trackers, they can kind of be outlets at the same time. And yeah. Why does it look like this? Oh, because he's on the wrong side. Okay. And this is kind of more of how it probably would look. Or I could just go where it's 2 DMs. Since I do have it like 2 DMs, I could just go boom, boom, boom. And he press. And he be more of like and he can press. You know, Caicedo can press, but I don't see Caicedo being as much of a presser. I see him more being the guy that's sitting in between, like, the lines, if anything. So, yeah. So, if we do ever want to do that, we can go with this, and I think this could work too, personally. Especially for a Chelsea team with the guys I have. We want to get, like, all our best guys on the pitch, but we want to get João Pedro on the pitch, Esteval on the pitch, Morgan Rogers on the pitch, while also getting Palmer on the pitch. I think this could be the best way to do that. You know, and then we can still have, like, I think Murillo is kind of more of a squatty. That could work. Hato, you still got a Chimpong. I don't know. I don't know how the Murillo thing would work with those two. But maybe one of these guys, because you still have Quinda. You know what I'm saying? You still have Barco. Quinda can be the rotated guy for Esteval. Barco, I don't think, can play left wing. We don't really have a left wing option. Loki, I guess Quinda can play left wing and right wing. So maybe that would be our rotator for that. But then if we did it like this, I probably would have to bring back Giddens at that point, because I did also sell Pedro Neto. So there's that. Krupi could be a rotation for João Pedro. I don't know at that point though, because I don't think Krupi could be the rotation for Palmer. So then that's where it does get a little complicated, because Esteval off the bench probably does make more sense. Krupi could play that Rodgers position though. He could. But who would play? I wouldn't have nobody that could come in off the bench for Palmer. Like, Wharton could be an easy replacement for Fernandez, in my opinion. That would be a very easy Fernandez replacement. Santos can be a replacement for Caicedo. I think that would work. But that's not what we're going to go with. We're going to stay with what we have, and we're going to go back to our main. Until I'm really seeing something that I don't need to do, I'm going to stay with this. But I just wanted to make sure I explain what we looking like for year one. All right, I'm going to make the decision to not watch no CL games this first season, because that's going to be one thing that's not really going to be part of the rebuild the first year, because we're not even supposed to be in that. So I probably low-key play a rotated side in the CL so we can get out of it, so we can get it more true to what it's supposed to be like. So, yeah. But right here, we got a cup game. I guess since I'm already recording, we might as well go ahead, sim and watch it with y'all. Okay, Barco is injured, though. That's a pretty big deal. I can't put Reece James on the bench, so I'm going to actually go Quinda. I might let Barco sit the bench, but that may be a problem. Okay, maybe not, because we can just put him on the bench. Okay, let's see if we can beat Southampton with our backups. This may be a little tough game, bro. It may be a tough game. We could lose this. It's a little. We lost. So, I mean, it's not Grimsby, but it's pretty similar to what happened with United last year, where they lost their first game. We had 29 shots and lost and scored once? Wow. That's pretty crazy. I'm going to be honest. I did change this, though. I meant to change this. I'm going to put this as I meant to do it like that. Let's say Roto. No, I gotta go Barco. Then I gotta go, where's Reece? Just so I can save it for later. And then we'll say that's the Roto. But yeah, okay, I guess. I mean, nothing I can do about it. All right, so for our first game that we actually gonna watch, so we're gonna go to the main. Reece James is out. How much longer is he out, though? 12 days. So that's about still 2 more weeks at minimum. At minimum, it's still about 2 more weeks. We're going to start Cambiaso. Who can I play off the bench that can... Okay, I guess he actually does play, but I can go with a Chimpong here, I guess, too. But it's going to be our first time watching. I have not watched anything yet with our team. So we'll see what we look like against Prem level Man United. Let's look at Man United's team. Who does Man United have? Did they make any big moves on anything? Okay, I gave them Ederson. I remember that early in the thing. Don't look like... Okay, they also bought Pedro Neto off of me. It don't look like they made any other big... Okay, Jadon Sancho is supposed to be leaving. He's supposed to have left, but I guess he's still there. Mazraoui. You still got Kobe Mainu. Who the goalkeeper? Oh, Nana. I ain't mad at it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It's not really nothing impressive. We should be able to win this. That team does not look that great. I will not lie. Like players like Yoru, there's a lot of players on their team that kind of is overrated because they Man United players on here. Like there's some teams that kind of get they players just glazed on FM. I'm not gonna lie, but let's see. But Bruno, he always been pretty good. Nate was right about that. I'm not saying him. Okay, they got Ederson playing in the pivot. Okay, interesting. Where are they at? They're not. Oh, they're 17th. They have 2 points, 2 draws, and 2 losses. Bro, we got to win this. We got to win this. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear the game. Game being picked up, right? It is. All right. I don't think I ever watched the intro for this. Let me just get key. I don't need extended. Man, heck. Cambiaso. Caicedo. Man, heck. Cambiaso. Enzo. Omega. Caicedo. Oh my God, Quinda. Let's go. Morgan Rogers opens up the scoring. 1-0 Chelsea in the first 2 minutes of the game. That was beautiful. No troll. That was actually beautiful. Quinda plays the ball to Quinda out wide. Quinda gets a cross in. Rogers gets onto it. Goal. But look at where the ball is staying. Okay, the ball is. They did get a set piece off of it. They have not got a shot, but we don't have a shot since that goal. That's fine though. They don't have a shot either. They have way more possession than us. This is not even how Man United play though. This is genuinely not how they play. Okay, they got a shot, but it was a low quality shot. Our second shot was actually pretty high quality. Okay, what is that pass, Werner Bruggen? You're supposed to be actually not that bad passing. What was that pass? It's the funny thing about my 2 goalkeepers. One is really good at passing. Actually, Werner Bruggen is actually supposed to be the good passer, and the other one is supposed to be good at rushing out. He's supposed to be better at sweeping. So I don't know what's going on with that. Is that a goal? Oh. Quinda Amarillo, what the hell was that? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not expecting the greatest defensive performances out of Quinda. My left wing back, I'm not expecting the craziest performances. I'm expecting just effort at least. But Murillo, you got to do better on that. I don't even know how they got him with a 6.9 rating. Okay, Murillo. Okay, where's that? Okay. Enzo? Not Cole Palmer? Okay, Enzo. Let's see what we do here. Thought we was getting a goal there. Okay. Okay, it's a tie game. Let's not lose to a 2-point Man United team, though. Come on. Let's not lose to a 2-point Man United team, please. Murillo. Quinda. I don't know about that. Okay, Quinda. Murillo. Verbruggen. Van Heck. Cambiaso. Cole Palmer. Quinda. Into space. Rogers. That's a... Oh, it's not a goal. Okay, Colwell picks it up live. Enzo. Cambiaso. Cambiaso's way center. Caicedo. Okay. Okay. Caicedo's in interesting spaces. I won't lie. We're definitely dominating. We need to control it a little bit more though. Caicedo. Van Heck. Enzo. Rogers. Run with it. Quinda. Let's go. Oh, we don't score that? Cambiaso. Colwell. Enzo. Barilla. Okay. Dominating, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta score though. Quinda's actually having a really good game despite the goal. He is kind of the reason for that goal though. I won't lie. May gotta make a move for Omega though. Because he's not having a great game, but neither is Palmer. We don't have nobody. Okay, Esteval can't come off the bench and play Palmer and take Palmer role. Like I said, I'm going to be kind of cutthroat. Okay. Enzo. Colwell. Quinda. Quinda just beats his man consistently. Let's go. Oh my God. Yo. That's ours. Caicedo picks the ball up. Caicedo actually pretty solid in that role, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not expecting... Bro, look at our XG. Yo, 15 shots and we have 1 goal? No. We've been the better team. Just keep doing what you're doing. We'll be fine. Whoa. Okay, I got to motivate them. Keep going. You have the ability to change the game. You weren't that bad, but... No. That's crazy. Yeah, GG's. Yeah. All right, Cambiaso is tired. The thing is, we have nobody. Low key though, on a low key side. A guy I've been low key thinking about playing there was Adam Wharton in that role. You know what I'm saying? Just being in a playmaking role. But I feel like it would make more sense to go Enzo and then put Adam Wharton here. 17 passing, 18 vision. 16 passing, 16 vision. I'm really looking at the pace, stamina, and work rate. What's this? Yeah, I probably would do Enzo. I probably would actually do Enzo. But I'm going to keep it for now because I'm not really 100% sure on it right now, honestly. I could just go a little bit more defensive and go Hato here and Chimpong here because I don't think I'm going to have to make a change on my center backs. Just to go a little bit more defensive just to confirm this win for the most part. But Esteval, I'm really looking at you, but I'm going to actually go João Pedro. I'm going to go João Pedro. I'm going to get a mega out of there. I'm going to go João Pedro up top because he's not really giving me much. But I also could go Morgan Rogers up top. That's the thing I could do. But I'm going to go like this. I think I'm going to go like this. And yeah. I'm going to go. That's going to be the change I make. Okay, he looked to switch off. Should I take him off then? I don't know. I'm gonna let he going to, bro. He our star, bro. He gotta show me something before I switch him off. I'll be real. Bro, my mic not even on, bro. I can't hear nothing. The hell? Ataro, Menu, Cunha. Oh my God. Okay. Do I make a formation change? What the fuck defense is that? Hello? Do I make a formation change? I could do that too. Just go with a full formation change. We get to this, but bro, we're dominating. We just got to finish our chances. Maybe we stop taking as many shots from distance. Maybe we can get a better chance. He's taking a knock. Okay, let's get him out. He's taking a knock. Okay, so that may shoot down the formation change right there. That alone may shoot down the formation change right there. So we got Esteval coming on for Cole Palmer. Okay. That probably shoots that down right there. What the hell are you passing to right there, Caicedo? Oh my God, João Pedro. That's a goal. Oh, we gotta score that. That's a great ball. That's like the first thing we even seen out of Cole Palmer in this game. Wow. Bro, Quinda's giving us a great game off that left wing, bro. What in the world? They even got Rashford back. It's looking like a real reality. I can't even explain how happy I am that Barca didn't end up buying. Okay. All right, yeah, we got to make a change. Yeah, no, we got to get this win. All right, so this is what we're going to go with. We're going to go with this. Okay, Quinda, you're going to probably have to go boom. Okay. Barco, you probably got to go here. A Chimpong, you probably got to go here. What else do we have to do? Quinda's tired as hell, though. So maybe... Okay. I don't think Morgan Rogers can play both sides. Okay, Morgan Rogers can play this side, I guess. We don't do that, and I guess I go Junior Krupi. Or do I go Junior Krupi here? Do I go like this? Low key? And then I change this to like a... channel? A channel midfielder? That may be the move. And then Caicedo's not having a good game. Did we take out Caicedo for Wharton? With this too? How many subs have I done? That's 5 subs. That already is 5 subs. I took out Murillo? I don't know if I meant to do that. Oh, I did. I definitely did. I definitely did. Yeah, I definitely did. Okay. Yeah, this probably going to be it. Because Quinda had to come off. Cambiaso had to come off. These two had to come off. Is there a way I can keep Murillo on? I'm trying to look. I'm looking. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'll have to keep Murillo on and take off one of these. I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. Maybe I could go Enzo here. Maybe I go Enzo there. Maybe I don't bring on Krupi. And instead of bringing on Krupi, I bring on Adam Wharton. Maybe that's what I do. Because then you got Enzo playing a little bit further forward in the channel midfielder. And he probably can actually play that free role. Low-key. He probably can actually play that free role. But I think I'd rather have a channel midfielder, to be honest. I think I'd rather have a channel midfielder, personally. Yeah. Hold on. Cancel. Undo. Okay. So, bring on Adam Wharton for Quinda. Bring him over here. Bring him over here. Bring him over here. And we got a Chimpong. Boom, 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 boom. I think that falls into place. I think everything falls into place here. And then I actually still go with a channel midfielder. Let me make sure I got everything on what I wanted on. I don't know if I want him to shoot that much. But okay. Let's go. Let's see what we're working with. Okay. End of the game. Let's go to the extended. Let's see more. I need to see more highlights. Okay. Caicedo. Okay. 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 The D, I guess, in the box, but it looked like we more on the back foot now. You know, on the front foot. We definitely losing control of the game at the end. Yeah, looking like that may be game, bro. Yeah, looking like that may be game, bro. We destroyed them. 2-7-7, 22 shots, 9 shots on target. And they just gonna hold it. Wow. I'm not gonna even lie. That's crazy. I may need to make some changes to this, like boom. But okay, I guess. Wow. Quinda definitely was great in that game, player of the match, but outside of him, we really didn't have anything crazy. Like, Morgan Rogers only had a 7 rating, and he had a goal. Like, shout out to Lamans, he had a crazy game. If we had 9 shots on target, 22 shots, and we left with 1 goal, probably he deserves the player of the match, but probably Quinda just created so many chances. That's why he probably had that crazy rating. Yeah, bro, I don't know what we doing out there, bro, but okay. But now, I'm in a situation where I have arguably my 2 best players injured. We have Reece James already injured and Cole Palmer. It's only out for 1 or 2 days, though, so that shouldn't be that big a deal. Let's keep it moving, I guess. All right, so we are at a very interesting point in the season. Now, like I said, we haven't been worried about this, so let me go to the Prem. I don't really... Okay, Prem. Yeah, let me see the Prem. All right, so in the Prem, we're right behind Liverpool. Liverpool has 9 wins. I did get Liverpool, Iraola, and they have no losses in 9. We have no losses in 9. We're going to watch this game against Arsenal. Now, we have a pretty big deal going on right now. Esteval has just gotten injured in this last game. He only has 1 goal and 1 assist. I don't know how many games he's played, though. He has played 4 total games. He probably has he's only started 1 game in the Prem. He's appeared in 4. So 2 goals and 2 GA and 4 games ain't that bad. Now, Cole Palmer, on the other hand, he has played 8 games. He has 6 goals, 2 assists. He has not started any Champions League game. Like I said, we're not really going to be focusing on Champions League games this year because we're not supposed to even be in it. So that's just kind of going to be what it is. But look, he's out for 6 more days. Maybe we can get him back by Arsenal game, I'm going to be honest. And it says Esteval out for 3 more days. So maybe we can get both back by Arsenal. But
I probably have to go with Krupi Jr. to start that next game. But that's what we're looking like right now. And also, I do want to say I have been starting João Pedro instead of Omega because Omega wasn't even scoring. I had noticed he wasn't even scoring. So, and he was having like a bad rating. So I ended up just going with João Pedro, and that's been working very fine with us. So that's where we at right now. Let's keep moving. All right, we got a big game. Now, every single Chelsea fan out there definitely want to win this game. The game against Arsenal. This is a big game. Now, as you can see, Esteval and Cole Palmer are both still injured. Esteval expected to be able to return to full training in 5 days. He will be on the bench. Cole Palmer, he is expected to be out for another 4 to 9 days. He will be on the bench just in case. We just need a stroke of magic at the very, very end of the game. But we also have Barco injured. Cambiaso apparently is a little shaken up. So we starting to get battered by the injuries a little bit. Reece James is back for this game though. So we can see what this is going to look like. We play Arsenal. Again, this is a big game. I'm going to be honest. I may go with your big. Your big has actually been better than Verbruggen, it seems. So I may actually go with your big for this game. Let me see your big. It seems like your big is not as good as Verbruggen as saves, but he has good reflexes, good one-on-ones, good passing, good rushing out tendency. He may fit the way I want to play better, but he has more command of the area. One-on-ones and reflexes is not as good though. So maybe I do. I'm gonna give your because they're around the same level. That's the thing. They're around the same level. So I'm gonna give your big this chance, and he's also have a higher rating. So we're gonna see what it look like. Let's get to this game. Let's hop into it. What we doing here, man? I need a win. Like a tie last game where we dominated United is crazy, bro. Dominated them. Okay, hopefully that did motivate them. They said it did. All right. No Cole Palmer, though. He didn't really have a great game, though, last game. And we played good without, like... Okay, Saka versus Quinda may be a problem. I'm definitely thinking about next year getting a left wing back. Okay, starting the game with a goal is dire. Bro, we didn't even get the ball yet and they got a goal. Excuse me, defense? I will say, though, my defense is actually... They give it up goals kind of consistently. I don't think we have really any clean sheets, for real. So that's concerning. I think we had a clean sheet against Bournemouth when we needed it. Like, players were starting to get mad because I guess we losing the Champions League. That's why we kind of do have ties. But we haven't lost because we were able to score goals. But I don't know what my center backs are doing there. To be honest. Low-key, maybe I make a couple changes. Maybe I make him a sitter. And that's what we just stay with for now. Because everybody else pressing, and we just at least have somebody staying in position, staying in the slot that could do something for us. I don't know. But okay. Okay. Raya. Is this good or bad that they have the ball right here, though? I don't know if this is good or bad. Literally don't know. Reece James, Martinelli. That's a goal. Oh, we are getting cooked in the first minute of the game like this. Oh. What's something that we can do? I mean, we probably got to play even higher at this point. Let's go attacking it. I mean, I don't know, bro. Defensively, I guess my center backs are just not good enough yet. I thought we made some good moves on center back, but I guess my center backs are just not good enough. Honestly. I could make an adjustment by having Caicedo play like more of a DM, a DLP. To be honest, that could be a move I can make. What the fuck, Reece James, was that? What was that, gang? Hell no, nope. Oh my god, I thought that counted. Maybe dribbling is what's really making us lose the ball. Alright, good stuff, Reece. Can we get a goal? What reason when we watch, we're not scoring for real. Oh, wow. Why would he even pass that there? No way. That's a goal. Oh, great save. Maybe I shouldn't have went with your big. Maybe your big is not as good on set pieces. Saka is injured. Okay. I don't know why my wing back is cutting in. I need you to stay out wide. I need you to stay wide, to be real, but I'm not tripping on it. How did you miss that, gang? How is that not a goal? All right, I think one change we do make for them, I think we have him playing more of like a DOP, where he's holding his position, and I think we can go with this for now. He actually having a good game though. That's the thing. Okay, Quinda's not giving us much on that left side this game. May got to go with a formation change though, but I don't know how I'm gonna get that off. I think we make a tactical change. Second striker. All right, what we doing here? Set piece. Quinda, Enzo, Krupi. What is that? What is that? What is even that finish? It literally didn't even seem like he even tried to score that. Why would we say that again? I don't know, but you weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. Come on, team. All right. Somebody got to come off. Anxious, aggressive, anxious, frustrated. Okay, Quinda probably needs to come off. Krupi probably needs to come off. Morgan, my whole attack probably needs to switch off. So that may mean we need to change formation. But the people I can bring on are not going to be able to bring. Okay, maybe Barco can actually come on. Hold on. Maybe Barco can't come on. Hold on. Okay, so I can go boom. I can go boom. That's a real thing I could do. Okay, and then Quinda can be playing in this area instead of over here. And then we have Rogers playing in this, and he's playing in this. Okay. Okay, what else? What else, though? Did I say that from last time? I did. Low key, though. Hold on. I don't have this on. Okay, so I got to make these changes. I don't think there's much I need to change, though. I'll be real. Pass into space. Work the ball into the box. I don't really care if y'all shooting too much, to be real. And then everything else I'm kind of probably chill on. Maybe this. What about this? Defensively? No. Don't want you to step up more at all. Okay. Okay, what about... Okay, João Pedro, Morgan Rogers. I could bring Cole Palmer on. We probably need to make a change for one of these guys, honestly. I think Esteval... I don't like Esteval in that role, though. I'll probably keep it for now. Just see if it doesn't start looking any better, I may make that move. I also could bring Cambiaso on instead of Barco. I could do that. I'm going to do that, actually. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to save him. Maybe I can bring him on and we'll do something like that. But, okay. Anything else? I don't think anything else is really what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't think I'm looking for anything else. All right, let's do this. Let's give it a try. Already though? Already though? Losing the ball already is kind of crazy. Okay, we create some chances. We need to score. We need a goal. Okay, look like Krupi playing a better second half though. Look like João Pedro's the one that may need to come off. Yes, sir! As soon as I said it, João Pedro with a crazy finish. Okay. All right, 2-1. Give me another goal. We don't want our first loss of the season to come to Arsenal. That would be too crazy. Straight to João Pedro. João Pedro with the volley. Crazy finish. Insane finish. Okay. What the hell? Gyökeres doing that? Gyökeres? One touch pass? Gyökeres doing that. That's what we doing. Come on, bro. Let's be for real. Levi Colwell. Cambiaso. Okay. Nah. We need a goal, bro. Long shots is not to be discouraged right now. Bro, you can't win the ball and then give it right back, though, gang. Like, what? Like, thank you. Oh, my God. You're getting the ball, but you're not getting the ball. Oh, Reece James bullshitting with that. Win the ball and give it back, and they get a goal off that is crazy. All right. Mario Rogers is going here. Mario Rogers is going there. Val is coming in. Cole Palmer, I don't even care. I don't even care. We can't go out like this. We cannot go out like this. So what is what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go boom. I'm gonna go boom. That's what we're gonna do for the rest of this game. If somebody get injured, I'll take the blame for it. But we can't go out like this to Arsenal, bro. Not Arsenal. That just can't happen. So Reece James damn near should come off after that, though. That was wild. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm gonna keep him on. He's one of our more important players. Just 20 more minutes out of those two, and I'm bro. Just give me 20 minutes, please. Bro, every single clip is them with the ball, though. What the fuck defense is that? Yo, why is he able to just get in behind that easy, though? Hello? Yo. Okay, hold on. If we're going to play it like this, we're going to go boom. 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 That's how we're going to play it. Because, bro, that is ignorance. That is ignorance. How are they able to just get in behind that easy? That is terrible. Why could we not get goals like this when we play United, bro? We had all them shots, all that XG, all them shots on target. Reece James gets onto the ball and just gives up the ball. What the fuck is that pass? No. Genuinely, what is that pass right there? No. Genuinely, what is Reece James doing with that pass? Like, what is the mindset there? Bro, are they getting another goal? We're not going to talk about that game, bro. We're not even going to talk about that game, bro. 1-4 is crazy. 1-4 is crazy. How did Quinda get injured, bro? I brought him off. He was healthy. What the hell? When did he get injured? Okay. And that's the game they needed to go top of the league? Wow. That is a terrible result. That is actually a horrible result. But at least Liverpool lost. Okay. Everybody now has a loss in the league. But yeah, that's a terrible result, bro. I'll be honest. That is a terrible, terrible result. Okay, I think we kind of got it figured out how we want to play, but we had to make some pretty drastic changes, which could be like a snippet of what my next big move, or the first big move that we actually make this whole time in terms of people that we may lose. So, João Pedro just got injured, but one thing I have changed to the tactics. So we have two channel midfielders. So instead of a poacher, since we had a free roll, poacher would have made sense. But instead of a poacher, we now went to a deep line forward, and we went to two deep line playmakers. So the big change that we've done is those two positions. Wharton has now taken Caicedo's spot because he's just a better playmaker. He's just a better playmaker. Now, obviously, he gives you more work rate. Obviously, he gives you more off the ball than a Wharton. But now we are at the dilemma of, do we go with Enzo, Wharton, midfield? Because that is definitely my two best deep line playmakers. Or do I go with the balance of Caicedo may not be as good of a playmaker as Enzo, because I did just buy Wharton. And I think he probably fit this role a little bit better than Enzo off the ball while still being just as good as a playmaker. And I go with a Wharton, Caicedo midfield. But now that I have both, I'm going to go with an Enzo, Wharton midfield. And you've seen the last game that I used it in 5-1 against Leeds. So we'll see. That 1-0 was with Caicedo. We didn't give up a goal, but we only scored once, and we created crazy amount of chances against Leeds. So that's the dilemma I'm at. I'm probably going to end up selling one of those guys and getting another midfielder in. But I also probably sell Santos because he don't fit this either. But he's actually not that bad of a playmaker either. Only way I sell him is if I can get a much better playmaker that also is just as good off the ball. That's the only way I probably sell Santos. But that's what we're looking at right now and looking like. But we are competing for the league. And that's kind of the goal for this first season. Maybe not to win it, but to be competitive in the league is what we are. Because we, like, literally, we're pretty much playing one game a week because we're already out the Carabao Cup. All we go now, I'm gonna be honest, we do want to get a trophy. Chelsea, I think they fan love, like, they have to, like, if they don't leave with any trophy, that's a terrible season for them. But we'll see. I'm gonna try to get a trophy for us, but let's keep moving. Okay, we've been doing so good. We entered in the month of December. They gave me more money to work with, so I've been low-key wanting another left back. Let me go look at my short list. I haven't really made too many changes to this. Mike Maignan still is not available. Tapsoba, I didn't actually end up going for. I'm looking at some of these prices. Ike Nori actually made a lot of sense for that profile. This would probably be more likely what they do, but I may actually just go for a left winger. I might just go for a left winger, a guy like this, but he's high. Mika Goetz is 46, and they're around the same level. I feel like his profile with the speed and dribbling is probably more of what they probably want, but Mika Goetz also has good dribbling, just not the same speed. I don't know. It's a couple, but I was really thinking Lewis Hall. A guy that can play left back, a guy that has Prem. Because if you didn't notice, a lot of the people I had signed were Prem-proven guys. But he could be a guy that could just be our starting left back that actually... Because when we watch these games, we kind of noticed that left back not being the greatest defender is really not that big. But, oh, another change I did make, I didn't actually tell y'all. Instead of it being wingback, pressing wingbacks, I actually changed it to pressing fullbacks. And that just seems to be a little bit better defensively. But Quenda is, as you can see, is just not that good at that. So, getting a guy like Lewis Hall would be good. We still have Yambiasa off the bench, but I kind of do want him to play this area more so than this area. But he can play both sides, which is why it's a good option to have off the bench. But yeah, that's where we are. And we got money to spend, so we'll see what we do. Okay, quick little update. So Gittins just got the player of the week. So I almost forgot that we even had him. Right now, our right wing, we got Palmer, we got Esteval, we got Quenda. In our center mid, we got Palmer, we got Esteval, we got Krupi, and we got Morgan Rogers. On our left wing, we got Morgan Rogers low-key, and we got Gittins. I'll probably need to get one more person that can play that left wing, to be honest. Also can talk about in that 10 position, we can also play João Pedro. Now, I may need to be low-key more focused on getting another left winger, but mainly probably need to focus on getting another striker. But left back is definitely a position I need to probably get, because I forgot about Gittins. But apparently Gittins has actually not been that bad on loan. In the 7 games he started, he has 7 GA. And he's played 14 games. So, he actually is averaging around a 17 or a 7. But pace, dribbling, he's kind of a lot like the guys that we have are trying to bring in. But I don't really think there's a point of bringing him in. If I was to get somebody, it would have to be him. But look at the price. I was going to go for Lewis Hall, but look at the price. Now, big update. I actually did end up making the decision, and we're going to go ahead and try to get him going. We got Atletico in Madrid trying to come in for him. His price has dropped to 100, so we probably got to get him going, or hope he just start having better games. But we'll see what happens with that. But that's what we're looking like right now. We definitely need to make some money, because right now we got $93 million to work with, which is not bad. But I don't know if that's enough to get what I'm really trying to do in this transfer window, because we probably, if we get rid of him, we probably got to get a midfielder, and we got to get a left back. So we'll see, but that's where we are. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Now, I got a couple people I'm looking at for my targets. But this dude just came up for a very cheap option. Now, we just was able to sell Enzo. We got 120, and actually got a clause in on him where we get, if they sell him, we still get 25% of that. So we can get even more of that. So you got to think about what we bought him for. We're able to get around what we got, and he's going to be going to Madrid. But we can go back to Madrid and get somebody that actually is very good in the UCL, off the ball, dribbling, pace, finishing, technical ability, passing. Rodrigo. That's a guy I'm really going to be looking at for this. But let's go to our short list. Now, the main person I'm going to actually probably go for, since I am losing Enzo, I need to go for a like-for-like replacement. And the like-for-like replacement I'm going to go for is Angelo Stiller. Now, if you kept up with anything pertaining to Xabi Alonso last year going to Madrid, this was a guy that they wanted. He wanted very, very badly. So, I've already discussed with the agent. I'm going to discuss again. They're very intrigued, but pretty much, that's the minimum fee release clause. They don't really want to go for it, but he has a release clause. And how do y'all feel about the release clause being an automatic thing in people's contracts? But I'm going to go ahead and suggest that. We're going to make that offer. We're going to send that in for $88 million. I don't know how much money I have to work with. Yeah, the money ain't came in. We're going to wait. But then, to go off that, I have another person I can go for that actually plays left back, that can play left wing back. Where's he at? I don't even see him. Bro, I'm at the wrong screen. I'm like, what? All right, where's he at? Hold on. Nathaniel Brown. I can get him for 89. Very similar, in my opinion, in real life. Him and Lewis Hall are very like for like in ability and what they're good at defensively and attacking. And I think that this could be a very good option for us defensively going forward. I think he can give you everything you kind of want in the left back. It's either him or Lewis Hall. I think Lewis Hall is a little bit more Chelsea. I think Nathaniel Brown is expected to go to Bayern right now. Another person is Ait Nori for 25. That may be a more realistic option, especially in that left wing back role. That may be a more realistic option, especially 25 million at City. And I don't think he really has a role too. If you think about low-key, that may be the guy I go for, especially in January window. Now, another person I did think about was Alex Scott. I was thinking about going him. I was thinking about going Lewis Miley. Because, again, I'm probably thinking about getting more of like a backup to a Wharton Caicedo situation. So, if he's not an automatic starter day one, I'm not tripping on that too much. Who else did I have midfield-wise? It was another person I thought. I don't see nobody. Now, Voltamati actually is a striker I thought about based off the role that we had. But I probably want somebody with a little bit more pace. But that size with that technical ability in that deep lying forward position would damn near be perfect. Where we can just kick the ball forward to him. He can hold up play. And he'll be very, very fine with that. We'll still have the options of all those guys in behind him. And him and Omega could really play. Like that could be a real good rotation of size and technical ability at the striker position. In my opinion. I think that could work. Now, it was this dude. Camavinga. The reason why I was thinking about actually going him is because not only could he actually play that DM position alongside Caicedo, and we could like keep Wharton in like more of a rotated side or squad position, but he can also play the left back position. So that would be kind of getting two positions with one player and also being a high quality player in both positions. So I was also thinking about that where I just put all my money into that, but I'd probably rather go for two because the thing with Camavinga, he does get injured. So if I do that and he's injured, then I'm already done. So I was thinking about that, but I probably don't end up going with that. And yeah, that's my thought process. I low-key like Rodrigo though. For that price, left wing, and he can also play the 10. I actually like that option too. So we'll see, but that's what I'm looking at right now. Okay, so we've signed Angelo Stiller. I've tried to go for the other two, but there's something going on, bro. There's something going on with my team. So I had Caicedo. He wanted to leave, and I had Madrid and PSG coming with offers. Those obviously got declined because I only planned on selling one of the two, but maybe I made the wrong decision of selling Enzo and should have kept Enzo and sold Caicedo because now Caicedo wanted to go, and I told him, I'm not letting you go. So he's now unhappy. Now, on the flip side, now I got to give Palmer a bigger contract. We don't have much money. And I'm also already bidding for Rodrigo. So it's looking tough. Now, another thing is, quiet as kept, I need another center back because both of these center backs are suspended. So a lot going on. But I do have him. I just sold Star to get some more money. It's kind of that simple. But may got to sell a Sugo. Gittins might actually have to become a full real sale to like a different team. I don't know what we're going to have to do there. But I'm actually concerned. I won't lie. What's going on with the team. But we have a pretty easy game coming up. But yeah, we are kind of broke. Let's keep it moving. Let's all take a moment to laugh at Manchester United, man. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been keeping up. Okay, I was gonna say, bro, early in the year, they were down there. Now, if you haven't seen an update, we are in third and we're 2 points off of first place. So we are in a title race in January. Now, I won't lie. We had an interesting December. Now, I'm going to keep it being. I don't know what this stretch of games was where we went United, Liverpool, City, Spurs, Aston Villa. But we were able to leave Spurs. And, bro, I want you to realize we were dealing with injuries, bro. injuries, bro. Like, I had to start Esteval, I had to start Omega. We started to get Morgan Rogers injured. João Pedro was still coming back. Krupi was injured. We had a lot going on. To get that result, I was very happy with it. I don't remember the Spurs result. Yeah, this is the game Rogers actually did get injured. Bro, it was a lot going on at the time, bro. This City game, I low-key wanted to watch this, but we had so many injuries at the time. I'm like, bro, there's no point in even watching this. Let's just go ahead and submit. We outplayed them, but we did lose. But I did want to watch it because that was going to be the first game against Enzo. Is what it is. But I will say, Verbruggen has actually been pretty solid for us. I won't lie. In Champions League, his rating ain't been that great. But in the league, it's actually been pretty solid, in my opinion. So, I think we're pretty fine. He has 6 clean sheets and 19 appearances. And I said we don't have the greatest defense. I may try to even improve on the back line. This year we kind of tried to go for more, I guess, Prem proven players. Oh my gosh, Nori 11 million. I'm low-key, I'm withdrawing that. I'm gonna go for 11 million. Cause I'm broke, bro. I need that 11. Now I'm gonna keep the bean. This Rodrigo joint, I don't think we're getting that off. Cause look at our bread. We broke. So I may actually go for Nori for that cheaper spot, and I might low-key be able to save some money on that. I'm low-key gonna try to do that. Okay, it's looking like I'm probably gonna have to sell Caicedo. So that means we probably have to get another midfielder. Now, I don't even know if Steeler is a left-footed. So Warden can play this side, but I probably got to make a move. How much can Caicedo? Caicedo don't even got a lot of worth. But, bro, he is wilding, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He's even becoming, like, team leader. Now, I may have trolled making him the leader. I didn't expect this, though. I made him a vice captain with bro leaving. So, I didn't really expect this, but I probably got to end up making a move. So, let's go look at some of these midfielders I can even go for that I got on the short list. Kamavinga's still there, but we're broke. And we're not going to make that much money off him. It's just that simple. I low-key liked Kone because he was low, but now he's going expensive, so I'm not going to go for him. The midfield options, I'm going to be honest, are not that great in terms of the price range. I'm not going to pay this, you know. This is a good option, but 60 to 70 million? Like, is he even playing like that? He's barely playing for Newcastle. Actually, he may be playing for Newcastle, but he's given a 7 rating. He may be a good replacement, to be honest. He may be a good replacement, but it would probably be more of a Stiller, combo, and he'd be off the bench with Santos, I guess. But this is concerning. I'm gonna keep it being. This is kind of concerning because right now, midfield wise, I'm not really too hopeful about a lot of the stuff that I can really even go for because the price range are either out of my range or the player is just not good enough yet. So that's kind of where we are right now. All right. So I've already started to sell Caicedo. I've been doing some negotiating. Atletico wanted him, Madrid wanted him, and PSG wanted him. I didn't really want to sell him, but I'm kind of being forced because, bro, the team is kind of like getting shaky with it. So I had to just make a move because he was literally ruining the locker room. Now, another thing, I told y'all this year, I really wasn't taking the Champions League serious, and the faster I get out of it, the more realistic we can get this rebuild to be in. I already got a couple different things that's not going to be happening next year when you think about things like West Ham next year not going to be in it, in the Prem. You think about the teams that came up not going to be. So it's a little inconsistent with some of that. But with that being said, this is as good as we can get it on FM. Now, with that being said, I got some midfielders I am looking at, but I did think about I do need to have balance. I can't just have all these non-mobile midfielders that are maybe a little small, not the most physical, but very good technically sound and playmaking. We probably got to have another guy in the Prem. So I'm going to try to get 2 more midfields, and I'm able to get Nori for a cheaper wages and for 7.5. I was going to pay 26, and I was going to have to pay them. They was going to take 20% of the next purchase I get. So, and also, the club actually gave me a bigger transfer budget. So, if I can get in for this, we can get money off Caicedo. We can actually splurge, maybe still be able to get Rodrigo and get a way higher level of midfield that I'm thinking. But yeah, let's keep moving. Okay, let's talk about it. We were able to get rid of Moises Caicedo, or not get rid of. We was able to sell him. We sold him for 117 million to PSG. We actually do get a good percentage, but I didn't think about the fact that Brighton's gonna get a little bit. And I don't even know who this is. I'm gonna keep it being. I don't know who that is. That's the second time I've seen that. I also seen that for Paez, so that's interesting. But we do end up selling him Does it mention it? It doesn't. But I don't even remember what percent I even got. But I did get a percentage of the next sale or profit. I forgot which one I went for. And yeah, I wanted a little bit more money. I wanted a little bit more percentage, but that's the best I could do, especially with him literally demanding to be gone. Really much I could. It would literally force my hand. But how much money do we have now, bro? My money didn't even really move, bro. Yo, hello, bro. My money barely moved. I sold Caicedo and my money barely moved. Okay, though. Now, we was looking at some midfielders. Now, this is a guy I was looking at that looked like he was going to be pretty, like, well-rounded. This could be a guy that gives me pace. He still gives me the defensive ability, but also having the playmaking. This is a guy, if they finish scouting him, this may be a guy I go for. That's also a cheaper option. Now, we need another probably cheaper option midfielder or an attacker. Because we could go for a striker. But we don't have as much money as we probably want. So I was also thinking about going him. It was another guy, though, that was a midfielder. I think it was him. Yeah, it was him. He was the other guy that if we do want a more playmaking option that also has a good work rate, I think he would be the other guy. But we need to finish scouting both of those guys before I go all the way in. But we only have 2 days left. So I'm going to have to go in, and I'm going to just probably have to take a risk on both of them. Because we sold Caicedo on the last day. Now, one thing I did forget, with me going, Ignore can start left back, and now Quinda can be like the bench left wing back, and that can also open up opportunities for where is he at? I don't even see, bro. Hello? I don't see, bro. Oh, Barco. Barco is a guy that actually is a left-footed guy that can play the DM position. Now, he's not as good as a playmaker, but he has good fit vision. He has good positioning, and he has okay tackling and okay marking. So that could be a thing that we could do if we don't get enough midfielders. But I do want to get 2 midfielders and not really have to depend on Barco. But I don't even think I really like Barco because he's a guy kind of like an off-brand of what I was thinking of Kamavinga, where he can play left back, but he can play midfield. But he's not really this big physical midfielder, and he's not the most technical guy either. So, well, he actually is kind of technical when you look at his dribbling, his first touch, his crossing, his technique on here, low-key. It actually is pretty solid. But, yeah, I would probably want a little bit more of a physical specimen in the midfield, probably. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to end up buying one midfielder. But I low-key looking at that, I don't know if I have to. I don't know if I actually have to. We've been having a lot of injuries in these attacking phases. So, maybe going for another winger could be the position. I go for, maybe this is what I do. But, bro, I think both of those midfielders I just looked at going to be in the pretty good looking at the stats of like the range is what they could be. And then I also can get him. This dude right here look like he's going to be really good. I'm not going to lie. He look like he's going to be really good. So we'll see. It may be a little bit of risk going for both of those. And then in the summer, we kind of go a little bit more in for another attacker. And then we probably change our formation. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we do actually end up having to be able to sign these guys. This dude actually has potential, but he doesn't end up being as good as we hoped. Passing is not as high as we thought, but it's still 15. That's good enough. 15 vision. Teamwork high. Work rate high. Good pace. This is the one that's better. Very balanced all around. Solid work rate. Solid stamina. Solid passing. Solid tackling. Solid positioning. Solid marking, solid off the ball, solid pretty much everything. He's probably going to be the guy that actually makes the most sense to like start if I want to. Like say for instance, both of these guys I believe are right-footed. If I want to go with a left-footed guy with a right-footed guy and I want it to be like that, that's probably what it'll do. But that also could mean a guy like Santos could be on the out. But I think Santos and where is he at? Is it this? No, it's this one. This guy and Santos can low-key, they can battle for that second slot. I think Wharton, I'm going to have Wharton come off the bench. I'm going to start him next to him. I think that could just be the one that worked. And then, where is he at? I'm going to go Wharton to start, obviously. I have a different lineup on the bench because of injuries and stuff like that. So this is kind of probably more of what it looked like. And then I have it looking like this off the bench where Santos, no. Oh, yeah. Santos is off the bench right now because this dude, his marking ain't that crazy. I don't know, actually. I really don't know. That one's tough. I may have to see what that look like. What's Santos' average? 6.8. Maybe I give him a chance to play. I don't know, in the next game. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We definitely gonna start him next to Stiller because I do think you look at Stiller, you look at anything that Stiller and Wharton are missing, it's literally the physical side of the game, and both of those guys have the physical side of the game. What's into physical? He all right. He not as physical as them. So I don't know. We'll see. But that was the guys. I ended up signing 2 more midfielders. We should be straight for midfielders all the way into next year with that. So now we can low-key probably focus a little bit more on getting center backs. Because I do think we could end up selling Murillo. We could end up selling Van Heck because we wanted more Prem-proven guys. But we can go for a bigger, like a big name. You know? We could even get another goalkeeper. We could get a lot. So we'll see what we do. I think we definitely got our 10s figured out. We could go for a striker. We could go for a center back. We'll see. But right now, that's what we looking like. We probably gonna watch another game, but we'll see. Okay. Transfer update. Osman, a guy we've been looking at. Apparently he is unhappy. Bro, how are you unhappy? And I'm thinking it's gonna be bread. We finna be able to get bro for cheap. That drink said 130 to 156 still, gang. We broke. We down to our last dollar. I'm good, bro. I'm good. For now. Hopefully that price come down like Ike Nori. Ike Nori price just kept dropping and kept dropping. I didn't even mean to wait till it got there, but I couldn't instantly go back in for him. They didn't allow me to. So I had to wait. I waited till it was 7.5 and it worked out for me. Well, let's keep it moving, I guess. And now, by the way, we're out the Champions League, so we're literally at 1 game a week. We are in the FA Cup. We did win our first FA Cup game, so we'll see what happens there. Okay, we were on a 7-game winning streak, but we tied with Leicester. Now, the only reason we tied is because I didn't actually have the lineup right for the main team. I accidentally had Wharton starting, but he did get a goal, so I guess I can't really be too mad at that. But it was supposed to be the other dude, and I didn't have him on the bench, so that was okay on me. But outside of that, bro, we've been hooping. Like we beat Everton, we tied with them. 2-1, 2-1, and 1-0. So we've been doing pretty fine. And this was like the full backups, but this is Preston. Like, that's a championship team, though. Never mind. Hold on. That actually may be a good win because Southampton, Wait, is Southampton in League 2? Excuse me? What league are they in? Oh, they're in championship. I was going to say. But okay. Okay, this is not that big of a deal for this rebuild because I'm probably only going to do 1 more year if I even have to do that. Because we are fighting for the league right now. That's kind of the goal with this. It's just to win the league. If we win the league first year, that's not that crazy to me. But I'm gonna talk about that more to the end. But we have one right here. We're gonna sign him. We're gonna probably sign a couple of these guys, to be honest, because at least we can put some of these guys on our youth team. But some of these guys can definitely have starter potential, but probably not in this rebuild. All right, we got a big game. I didn't watch the first one this year. We got another one, but if we lose this, we probably could be out of the race. I'm pretty sure if Arsenal win their next game, they could still be in the race. If they win their next 2 games, they still in the race. We lose this, I don't know, because we got an interesting stretch coming up. Because we've had some pretty easy games since that stretch I showed you guys earlier. But for the most part, if we lose this, we got West Ham is not that tough of a game. But we end the season with Liverpool and Arsenal. That's going to be 2 big games where if we do beat Liverpool, that's a big game. If we do beat Arsenal, that's another big game. But outside of that, honestly, we don't have that many big games. Like, we got a quarterfinal against Brentford. Then we play Brentford. So, honestly, looking at this, we got some pretty simple games. Like, we got Bournemouth, no Areola. We got Ipswich, West Ham. Like, I'm going to give you, I don't know, actually. But, let's look at our lineup. Rodgers is coming back off an injury. He only can play 60 minutes, but we are going to start him. Now, we haven't really looked at this. Let's look at this real quick. I haven't even shown y'all a quick little stat update in a little minute. I don't think I ever showed y'all a quick stat update. Actually, let's go back to how we had it. So, let's go to goals. Leader us to goals. Who else but the guy on pins? Cole Palmer. Right behind him, João Pedro. Omega actually has 11. He actually had a really bad start, so him having 11 is pretty crazy. Then you got Morgan Rogers with 11 as well. So we got 4 guys with double digit. Then we have, but Cole Palmer, an assist, leads us in assists. Actually, Quinda leads us in assists. Gittins at Aston Villa is actually having a really good season. Rogers right there with 6. Reece James with 5. But we're not really the most creative team. Honestly, low-key. How do I see that? Data Hub. Let's go to Data Hub. What are we looking like? So our shot percentage is not that good. Conceded a game is 0.8 is bad. I guess that means we're more than likely giving up a goal a game. So our defensive metrics are actually performing much better than average. I'm a little confused. I don't know. I guess we have 12 clean sheets. So we high on this, but all these are actually really high or really bad. So I don't know. But Here, we actually doing pretty good when you think about the pass percentage. I don't know what this is. Goals, non-penalty XG, shots a game, dribbles a game. So we're pretty good. We're pretty much performing better than what expected. Formation analysis. I don't know. I don't know what that's saying. I don't even know why I looked at this. I don't even know what any of that means. But let's get into this game. Let's get into this game, gang. Genuinely, I have no clue what that means. All right, let's get into it. We're favorites, and we should be winning this comfortably. That's not what I want to say. What else can we say? We have a chance to move into the top spot with a win here, so I'm expecting you. This is a chance to exact revenge. Yes. Yes, revenge. Is that relaxing? Okay, no pressure. Relaxing. No pressure. Relaxing. Let's get it going. Took the pressure off of him. Let's send an assistant. Let's get to this game. Murillo. We may not even have to do 2 seasons. Honestly. If we can, bro. Guehi, Ruben Diaz. They've not been able to break us down once this whole time. Okay. Hasn't been a shot in a little minute. Maybe I'll take it off play for corners. Oh, another thing is, one of my main people that be on the bench or starter that I just picked up, he's not going to be on the bench today. I did bring him up to go to play on the bench with Andre Santos, but it's Wharton and Stiller instead of the other dude because he had to go to Ghana on international duty. So, yeah, we have that. But there was something I wanted to do. And I just forgot because I broke that down. What was it? Oh, take off set pieces. Take this off. Okay. Okay. I took that off and we're getting more, it seems like. But we don't lose the ball off this side of the pitch. Okay. Set piece. We get a cutscene. Are we getting a goal? João Pedro, Cole Palmer. Hit the crossbar. Okay, I'm fine with that, though. Rodgers is getting... He's not having a great game. Really, both my cams are not having great games, but it's fine. Those are the only 2 people on our side that's not having great games. But look at it. We've given up no shots. But yeah, Bernardo, like, people are talking about that transfer right now because it just happened with Madrid. I don't really see why people were acting like Barca need that. As a Barca fan, I did not want him. If we would have got him, I would have been cool because it's like depth. But like, even as a depth piece, I don't even see where he plays. Like, I see some people saying he could be like the backup for Lamine, but bro, if you've seen anything about how much Rooney even played, the backup for Lamine does not play. That's what happens when you have a real striker, bro. A real world-class striker. And what's up with the Prem fans, bro? With the Madrid, where they at with Madrid and Barca, bro? Like, the glaze for Madrid and the hate for Barca. It's like y'all all think y'all are rivals with Barca for some reason. I don't get it. But, bro, what's up with the hate for Haaland? Like, I know Bruno had a great season, but, like, it really do feel like y'all be shortchanging Haaland sometimes. But, okay, they just took the lead. Maybe we change some things. Maybe we be a little bit more aggressive and working into the box. Let's see how that works. Cole Palmer is playing terribly. Okay. Okay. So we're going to take off Rodgers because he's injured. It just makes sense. Get him off. He can't play over 60 minutes. Do I take off Palmer too, though? Bro, he's a 5.9. Nah, he's playing too bad. He's actually playing way too bad. I can't keep him on in good faith. Let's work it into the box, y'all. Let's work it into the box. Okay, now we kind of backed up in our half, this half. Okay, this is not the way I wanted this to go. Okay, Reece James got to come off. Let's go Cambiaso. And then we got one more change we can do after that. Okay, Cambiaso came on. Angelo Stiller. Cambiaso, Wharton. That's not a pin, is it? Hey, please be a pin, but I took off Palmer. Yeah, I don't know. Is that what we had a cutscene for to see if it was a pin? Excuse me? Hello? We cut the whole game for that? Alright. Let's get João Pedro off. And let's go to a poacher. We need a goal. Let's go to a poacher. We need a goal. Let's go Omega. We only have one more change we can do, though. Do I go with one of these? Do I take Nori off and go a little bit more attacking with a Quinda? Because Quinda, when we have watched, has played very good for us. When we watched in the past, Quinda has been very good for us. I think I go with a Quinda. Okay. Stiller. Murillo. Colwell. Not a lot of openings on that right side. Krupi. Gotta be a goal. Is he off? Don't be off. Do not be off. He's not off. It's a great change. Instant access. Instant access. Is he not off, though? Bro, is he not off? Easy goal, bro. I don't know what the defense is doing there, but easy goal. Bro, maybe we need to stay with a poacher, bro. Maybe we need to stay with a poacher instead of deep line forward. But we've been winning, bro. We haven't lost in a minute. Okay, Van Heck. We low-key needed to win this. A tie right here isn't really good for us. Esteval. Okay. Esteval. Cambiaso. Wharton. Omega. Is that Krupi? Oh my god, Krupi. Angelo Stiller. Oh! Oh! Okay, hold on. Let's go to extended. Let's go to extended. Let's go. Let's get it more aggressive. Let's get more aggressive. Van Heck. Wharton. Murillo. Quinda. Esteval. Okay, we need a goal. I need this to get off my screen, though. Oh, my God. Is that a pin? Pin! Oh, my God. Okay. Who's taking the pin, though? Who is this? Esteval. Okay, Esteval, please. Fuck out of here. Bro, I subbed off Cole Palmer. That's the one thing I can depend on him to do. Esteval's trash on pins. Oh my gosh, Krupi Jr. is good on pins. Oh my gosh, he missed the pin. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. Esteval. I may just go boom. Go like a winger. Quinda here. I'll be real. I'll probably change this one. I'll probably flip it. This be more of like a playmaking wing back. This be more of like a advanced wing back. I think that low-key could work. Okay, hold on. They bullshitting. Control possession is on. I don't really want that. I'm going to go attacking. What else can I do? What else can we do? I need boom. The pass in the space is definitely working. I don't want to play for this. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with this. This is what we're going to go with for the rest of this game. Yeah. Angelo Stiller and Wharton are both tired, but they both DOPs, so it'll be fine. Bro, don't take your time, bro. You're running clock. Okay, Esteval. Colwell. Esteval. Van Heck. My center back? Wow, we were down 1-0. Took off our best attackers. All three of them, by the way. And we leave with a win. Wow. Actually insane result. What a goal by Van Heck. Is that a Travail? Did he Travail goal? Hello? I don't know. I have no explanation. No way we give up a goal right back, though. No way. No way. Please, Cambiasso, please. Please don't troll me. Okay. Why? No. Oh, my God. I thought he made that. Get this game over with. Get this game over with. Bro. Okay. Quinda, Stiller, Krupi. Oh, my God. You missed him. Omega, you had Esteval. The heck? Wharton. Krupi. No. Bro, get this shit over with. What the hell am I watching? Good D, Quinda. Stiller, you have him. Oh, my God. That's a terrible pass by Stiller. Cambiasso. Okay, corner. Corner. Hold on. Hold the hell on. Hold the hell on. Waste this clock, gang. Waste this clock. What are we doing? Call the time. Where the whistle at? Where the whistle at, bro? Yeah, there it is. Big win. Big result. We needed that. Really needed that. Huge win. Huge win. Bro, we dominated them too, bro. Like, they got that little goal because, you know, they got Haaland. We know they going to probably score a goal. Palmer coming out there shitting his pants is ridiculous, but... Yeah, facts. Keep going, y'all. Keep going. Big win. Bro, I gotta see... Bro, Loki, let me see what City doing. Skip this. And she say storm out. Bro, City hasn't even been that bad. Why are you talking like that? Okay, though. We do have a game in hand, but we had to win that game. If we lose that game, that could have been bad for us. Or a tie could have been bad, too. But we able to tie in the league. Maybe they can get a draw or something. But okay. But they are killing us on goal difference, by the way. Okay, I'm going to be honest, man. Palmer may be the problem. I sold Caicedo. We haven't lost since I sold Caicedo. I sold Enzo. I don't remember. We definitely lost some games, but that was games. I think the last games I lost. Okay, it went way too far. Bro, I'm going to be honest. The last game I lost was games I threw. We haven't lost a game since this game against City. And that was in December. We are in April. I sold Enzo. I sold Caicedo. I replaced them. I'm going to be honest. These two games I played. Did I play this game without Palmer? I didn't. Palmer played that game. But look. I've been playing Poacher with Omega up top. Low key. João Pedro in the 10 may be the problem. Maybe the thing. He been hooping in this 10. This next game I accidentally played Morgan Rogers on the right 10. But they both get goals. Palmer got injured in this game. This game we win 5-0. 5-0. And bro, they had nothing for us. Now, in the league, we are at the top of the league. We have a game in hand though. But we are on pace to like, how many points can we get? We can't get 90. We can only get 12 more points at most. And we have two huge games in the league. We have Liverpool and we have Arsenal. And we have a semi-final coming up against Burnley. Like, we are getting very good things. So we could leave with a double. I'm going to be honest. We leave with a double. We're not doing another year. But another thing that just happened. We have 225 million to spend and 38 million in wages to use. So low key, bro, we got a lot of money we could use, and I could go crazy with this. Now, Rodrigo is still on here. I can't get him for as cheap. Carl is on here for. I'm definitely buying Carl. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even care. No. Aston Villa. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting bread in. Wait, can I even do that? Aston Villa. They said they taking that 18. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even blame them. 18 million for him is crazy. That's crazy. I should have been paying attention. But Siddiqui was supposed to be the guy I was going to replace what's his name with, and his price was just too high. Now it's 44 to 51. So if I want to get him now, I could. I probably don't because we got enough midfielders. So what I probably end up doing is going for an attacker. I don't think I go for any of these. If I go for anybody, it'd probably be Osman because the poacher striker has been the better of the two. Voltamata is another guy I was thinking about, but look at the prices of both of them. Like, ridiculous prices. So I don't know if I even do that. There's some guys I can get that's in here. Like a Musiala would be interesting, but that's another 10. Do we need another 10? I would say no. A left winger would probably be more of what I'm looking at to get. Samu actually really good. What the hell? But a guy I've really been looking at, for whatever reason, his price is so cheap. A Pacho. Pacho would be, bro, that would be game changing. Pacho at center back would be game changing. You know, off of PSG, that would be huge. And then I'll probably try to get another center back, because I probably do sell center backs. I don't know who else I would sell outside the center backs. But yeah, we got a big game here, though. We have a big game here. Are we at the game yet? No, that game just simple. But yeah, we literally just booked Champions League. It's looking crazy. All right, man, big game against Liverpool. This is the lineup I'm gonna go with. Cole Palmer, he lead us in GA. João Pedro right there behind him. Omega right there behind him. Morgan Rogers is low-key above Omega, but Omega probably has been our most consistent striker. So it's just kind of, Morgan Rogers kind of just did like that, but he can be a big guy off the bench. I'm also thinking about starting Rogers and then having, but the thing is, if I do want to go to this, and I can just throw Morgan Rogers here, Palmer fits here, and I got Esteval that can go here. It literally works. It literally works. So, and then I can also put João Pedro here. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting. João Pedro's, it's just his goal scoring, his finishing isn't that great. Mega's finishing ain't that great either, though. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I don't know. We'll see. But another thing, Wharton having to start another game. I didn't even realize this wasn't even on this whole time. That's a pretty big one. I didn't even realize that wasn't on. But what's the other thing I was looking for? What is the other thing? Oh, no. My main midfielder I signed is actually injured. So he was out last time because he's on international duty. Now he's injured. So I'm actually kind of, because that's the one I actually spent money on. But we got to keep it moving. It's that simple. Stiller, Wharton, they got it done at the end of the game. We made those changes at the end. Quenda is actually injured too. So like, I can't just do the Quenda Esteval gimmick. So Rogers off the bench actually may be a really smart play. So we'll see. We got Ike Nori off the left still. I'm not going with this. I'm going with this. Let's get into it. Let's get to it. Simple as that. I also did change from Gingen to control possession. And that's when we've been killing teams, by the way. So let's get into this game. Let's get into this game. Let's get into this game. All right, they trying to glaze us, but bro. And by the way, we are first in the league. So we win this. We damn near could win the league with this game. Like, we want to watch the Arsenal game because that could be a game we drop points, but we could damn near win the league with this game. We haven't lost in forever. Skip. Chiesa. Ike Nori starting it off strong. Colwell. Murillo. Ike Nori. Oh my God. Stiller. What is that? What are we doing right there, midfielders? Why are y'all passing that close to each other instead of making a long pass? That's ours. Reece James. Cole Palmer. Omega. There got to be a goal. Has to be a goal. And that's why we put it on Poacher instead of deep line. Because they will make those runs. They will make those runs in behind. We got a lot of people that can make that pass. We got Stiller. We got Palmer. We got Reece James. We got Ike Nori that can make that pass. Both of the midfielders we got can make that pass. So having an actual striker that will make those runs in behind is huge. And Omega makes that run in behind. Opens up the scoring. Allison can't get onto it. Goal in bro, it's been a goal in the first minute of every game we watched. I don't know what's up with that. But shout out to it. I needed that, Wharton. Please. Okay. I thought I saw one of our defenders pushing. I'm going to keep the beam, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Murillo. Stiller. Colwell. Stiller. That's a terrible pass. Bro, what is up with my midfielders making these pass? Whoa, Colwell. What the hell was that, game? Surely. Okay, Omega. You going to make that pass? Oh, my God. João Pedro. No way we didn't get... Oh, my God! Wharton! 2-0. First 5 minutes. Talk to me, Liverpool. I'm honestly kind of surprised he didn't go for the shot here or pass to Palmer, but he didn't really have an opening to pass that there. So I'm actually not mad at that pass. Stiller, Wharton has an opening, gets the shot off, Great finish. 2-0. 2-0. Okay. Get the ball out. Okay. Wait, they have Harry Kane? Excuse me? What the hell is going on over here? Wait. Hold on. They got Ekatike, Isak, and Harry Kane? How did they get Harry Kane? Hey, Bradley on FM is broke. I don't know why his stats so crazy, but he crazy, bro. I don't know why. I was actually thinking about getting him when I was trying to get Cambiaso, but bro, Bradley's like 150 million for whatever reason. So shout out to them. How the hell did they get Harry Kane? Now I heard that Harry Kane actually might be available because he didn't sign a new contract. So that's an interesting thing. Because right now, before the World Cup didn't play 2 games because today the World Cup started. But now that game, South Korea game, Loki made me almost sign Lee Kang-in. I gotta do a Spurs rebuild, bro. They was finna be in relegation game. I didn't even think about that. A De Zerbi Spurs rebuild with Loki hit. Get clear. Angelo Stiller. Warden. Colwill. Murillo. Aitnori. Murillo. Aitnori. Stiller. Bro, Murillo just made a crazy run from center back. Cole Palmer. Oh my God. Oh, João Pedro makes that. We on a movie. Look, João Pedro in that 10 may be the move. Aitnori. Van Heck. Oh no, Van Heck. What the Colwill? Are we gonna close him down? Oh my God, I thought Harry Kane did it to us. It's a goal kick? He didn't say that? Okay, bet. Saying João Pedro is 6.7, but I don't agree. I don't agree. I just don't agree. Colwill. Stiller. Van Heck. Cole Palmer. That has to be a goal. That's a terrible shot, but okay. But my DMs are hooping. They're getting into good pockets of space. My DMs are hooping. Good clear out. Stiller. Oh, you got to be looking for Stiller. That's your... What the fuck just happened? Okay. Hold on. They say a mega injured. Let's go ahead and get him off. I'm going to go... Do we go Krupi or do we go Morgan Rogers? Krupi may make more sense. Looking at his overall stats. What's João Pedro off the ball? He's not that fast. That's the thing with him. Morgan Rogers make him play that. Dribbling, pace, long shot. That's not really poacher though. I'm gonna go Krupi. I'm actually go Krupi up top. That's gonna be my swap. I'm gonna go Krupi instead of Mega. I think João Pedro just played better in the cam. But okay. Let's get a Mega off. That's fine. What's wrong with him? Potential foot injury? That could be bad. That could be big for after this game. But we're going to go Krupi. I'm not telling Wharton to mark Harry Kane. What the hell are they talking about? That's like the worst possible person to have mark him. Bro, I don't like my DMs making these backwards passes so much, bro. I need y'all to make these forward passes. I need y'all to make them line breakers. Y'all giving it to the center backs to make the line breaker passes is actually throwing me off. That's literally your role. That's literally the whole point of you. Good ball by Reece James. Oh, my God. What was that ball? Who was that? Was that Krupi? Oh, that's an easy go over. Was that Krupi? I think that was Krupi. Did I troll, bro? I might have trolled. I don't even have these dudes in the right side. Low-key, Palmer is fast. He's not that good off the ball, but he has some crazy stats. 18 finishing. Oh, my God. Palmer damn near in poacher role. The hell? Palmer in poacher role may be our best poacher. I'm going to actually do this. Low-key. I'm going to make a change. So I'm really trying to think about how I can make this work. I'm going to go boom. Nah, I can't do that. I don't want her to take off a center back. I'm going to go this way, I guess. Damn, bro. I may have made the wrong move. I should have went Morgan Rogers for sure. Should have got the best player off the bench first. That's a bad goal to give up, though. Who was that? João Pedro. That was João Pedro. That was João Pedro that did that dumb shit. Okay. 2-1, I guess, but that I don't like that goal we gave up. I don't like that goal. Let me take a look at it. If I don't have to do a stoppage, I think I may take Krupi off because Krupi has been playing bad. I'm gonna do Rogers. I'm gonna take Krupi off. I think I'm gonna just right my wrongs. I'm gonna take Krupi off. That's 2 subs already, but I still got subs I can make. Yeah, I think I'm cool with this. Another thing, I think instead of this, I go boom. I go boom. And I go boom. Because I don't really have the guys to really keep rotating that. Because if anything, I'm going to take off a center back. Van Heck, I don't know. Van Heck being the one come off is not the ideal guy. Do not let them get balls in. Okay. Okay. They didn't let him play. Okay, that's a foul, right? Okay. We had a lot of people in that area, so going long ain't even that bad of a decision. That's the person you passed it to there? Oh my God, I thought he made that. Why did he even shoot that? I do have that shit off. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, that was a close one. Palmer, come on, give me something. Okay. Okay. They're playing it long. They're playing it long and going fast. Palmer. Nori, run with it. No? We're not running with that? Okay, Reese. Reese got to come off. Let's go Reese and Nori. Hold on, though. I think we go boom. I think we take Nori off. We put Murillo here. We go boom. We do something like this. And then we kind of do a little bit of what we did last game where he becomes the advanced wing back. He becomes more of like a playmaking wing back. Got 2 DLPs. Yeah. And then oh, no. Like this. And then we go Esteval. Bring on Esteval to play this wing. I think that's what we do. But I don't think we play it like this. I think we play like this. But okay. I don't really need him to make those runs, I'll be honest. I don't really need that. What do I need? Is there anything else I really need? Probably not. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Colwell. Nori. Yeah, get Nori to fuck off this damn pitch. I haven't seen bro do anything positive. Good foul. Great foul. Let's get them changes in. Great foul. Very worth it foul. And it's just a warning. I don't know what that ref on. Shout out to the ref. That's a crazy warning. That is an insane warning. Colwell. Murillo. Cambiaso. Esteval. Stiller. What the fuck is that pass? Who just did that? Bro, is that Stiller doing these dumbass passes? Oh, wait. How did Isak? Yo, okay, he's off. Yo. Who is that that's doing these dumbass passes, though? Is that Stiller? Which one of them meant for the... Bro, how do I make it to where they do only forward passes, though? What the fuck going on with that? Like, why they keep passing backwards? Hey, let's put them on more direct. Let's put them boys on more direct, gang. Cause I don't know. Oh no. They already kind of wild, and I don't know if I want to do that. Actually, I'm gonna just put it here. But they keep turning around instead of going, just making that pass. Murillo, Rogers, Wharton. Oh, you turned away from the goal. Oh my God. It's a good combination though. It's a good combination. We got one more sub we can make. I may do Quinda. Because Murillo is struggling in his role. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Quinda. Quinda is my last sub. I'm going to get Quinda. Oh, he's injured though. He's actually injured. Okay then, that threw shit off. I could go Hato. Or do I go Boom? Oh, nah. I gotta get Van Heck off. Do I have to get Van Heck off? Do I have to? Let me see Colwell's defensive stats. Marking, positioning, passing, tackling. I don't think I take him out. Yeah, I think we go with this. Quinda go Boom. He go back. He go Boom. And this is what we go with. I think we go with this. And then we go back to this. Let me see this one. Oh, I didn't even have these even done. Okay. I think this is gonna work. All right, let's see. Why would you even try that? Look at where Murillo's at, though, gang. Yeah, I don't like that. No. I don't like this. He did get back, though. No, he didn't. That a goal? Oh, my God. I made the right move to get Murillo off because that was all Murillo right there. I made the right move, but I don't know. Esteval, hello? Amiyaso. Yo, we cannot get the ball and keep it. What's up with the midfield? We clear. Morgan Rogers. Oh, the game is getting crazy now. Colwell. Options. Oh, that's a terrible pass. Rogers, you had the left. You had the wing. Oh my God, great play by Colwell. That could have been another goal. That wasn't a foul? Quinda? Rogers? Okay. João Pedro. Colwell. Esteval. João Pedro. What the fuck are we doing? Yo. Why are we doing all these long passes for no reason, though? What the hell? Bro, why did he do that? I'm so confused. Okay, my DMs are tired. Okay, make them sitters. Calm down with the press. Okay, he can press. Ooh, Palmer may be a problem. Palmer might be. We're going to have to put them boys on wide outlets because we need outlets. Ooh, this maybe get bad. This might actually get bad. Did this nigga just injured? Oh, red! Yo! Red? Yo, red just came out of nowhere, gang. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Red actually just came out of nowhere. I think we go Boom. Yeah, I think we do something like this. And then João Pedro, more of like a Ready for a counterattack. I think we do something like that. All right, Cambiaso. What the fuck are we doing, bro? These passes we doing are so bad. Esteval didn't even try. That's a goal. Oh my God, Colwell is bailing. Ain't gonna lie. Should I have gotten Van Heck off? Yo, he's wildin', bro. Yeah, we need outlet or something, bro. I don't know. Ain't gonna lie, Esteval's came on, he ain't really did shit either, though. I'll be real. Change this shit, though. Change this shit to key. Wait. This nigga just gave him a pin. We were up 2-0. He just gave him a pin. Bro, there's no way we playing for the league and we choked the game. There's actually no shot. There's no shot. Who just did this shit? Was that Van Heck? Who was that? Who was that? Who did it? Can I see the replay? Hello? Hello? Yo. What the fuck is going on? Yo, what is happening, bro? What the hell is happening, gang? Is the intensity too high? Like, I'm so confused, gang. Put this shit back on, because I ain't gonna lie, at this point, we gotta see everything. Bro, Harry Kane even did shit. Bro, Esteval and my midfield, they are wilding. Bro, some of these passes have been outrageously wild. I don't know what I'm looking at. Bro, where is my other midfielder? Why is my midfield sitting on the back line? Like, what? That's like the third time I've seen that shit. What's going on? Bro, they just took complete control over the game out of nowhere, gang. They just took complete control over the game. Not gonna lie. Give me this. Give me this. Because I don't know what the hell I'm looking at otherwise. I think João Pedro is just better in this role. Yeah, we may genuinely just troll this game. Okay. Stiller. Options. Quinda. Chelsea corner. Yo, are we dead ass finna lose? Bro, they have a red card. They literally have a red. Are we serious? Bro, my whole team's so fucking tired. Yo, that is a crazy L, bro. That's a Chelsea-ass L, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that is a crate and all of that shit second half. And we have a game in hand and Arsenal's 1 point behind us. Oh, that may have just trolled. That may have genuinely just trolled. Okay, then. We got to, okay, well, our streak of winning had to come to an end eventually, I guess. But, okay, let's keep moving. Okay, we got the extremely easy side of the bracket. We play Burnley. Our guys are tired. We're going to sim. Do we pull an Arsenal where we get one big L in a big game and we just follow it up by just trolling? Please don't. Pressure cooker. We've been doing this all year. Can we get a win? Please don't troll me. We lose. How did I, bro? I just knew it was going to happen too, bro. It's literally exactly what happened to Arsenal at the end of the year, but it didn't really matter toward the end. Maybe it doesn't matter for us for winning the league and we just don't get that trophy. We get a different one, but not ideal. Not ideal. All right, this may be the final game that we watch. If we win this, I'm pretty sure we probably watch the last game to see if we can get our trophy, because look at the league. We win this, we take the lead in the league. we'll be too far ahead of Liverpool for even if we like win the last game, we will win the league. This is the league deciding match. Arsenal has now taken the lead in the league, 81 points, 36 matches, 79 points, 36 matches. Now, I will say, if Liverpool does win, low-key, they have a game in hand. If they low-key, if we do around the same the next 2 weeks, I think Liverpool will actually win the league on goal difference with tied points. So that could be wild. But we control our destiny here. We need to win this game. We shouldn't even be a big deal. Reece James, this dude is back. I don't know how to say bro name. Mega is back. Now, when I was simming, I did notice that we just play a lot more consistent with João Pedro in the 10. I honestly think Morgan Rogers in the 10, maybe with Palmer coming off the bench is a little bit better. But I do think Morgan Rogers with Esteval both coming off the bench and Krupi can be more of a striker could work. But this is what we're gonna go with for our team. I'm a little scared, but at least as long as we don't have both Stiller and Wharton, where I can change later in the game, we can get this going. I think this is gonna be the first game I think we watch with bro in the midfield. Though I don't know. I literally don't even know. But I also this is gonna be his first game back too. I'm not. Please come on, man. Hey, I need y'all lock in. Hey, assistant, you got that? Get to this game, bro. Get to this game, bro. That last game. Oh, by the way, the last game we played was against Crystal Palace. They was trying their hardest. We won 5-4. I don't know if y'all seen that or not when I was looking at the points. I also did start Quinda because Ike Nori was wilding. Bro, what's up with my midfield with some of these passes? Murillo, what the fuck, bro? What is that? Is that a yellow? Is a warning? Okay. Nah, though. These passes in the midfield throwing me off. Not gonna lie. I'm putting it on for them to be more direct, gang. Because I'd rather them make those passes and they make a mistake than what the hell they doing, bro. They're genuinely trolling. Like you, I'd rather you be more direct. Oh, I didn't even have it to where he's taking more risks. That's literally the point. That's literally the point, gang. Cross from deep, bro. That's literally your point. João Pedro. What is that pass? He passed it, bro. He could have took a shot. He's not even looking at the goal. Okay, made him go long. That's ours, right? Okay. Copum. What? Hello? Hello? Reece James? No. Reece James? No. Reece James? Oh my God, I thought they made that. I do think if we had like a genuine world-class goalkeeper, some of these games wouldn't be losses though. What the Okay. I'm trying to look at how much space they have in between. I don't know if I like that game. I'll be honest. I don't know if I like that. So hold on. I think I changed this. I think I make him a sitter. And I make him a presser because he's the more athletic guy. I think I make him a sitter. He's the more athletic guy. And remember, last time we played Arsenal, they destroyed us. Reece James, Stiller. Oh my God, Quinda. That's ours though. Why did you do that? There was literally no one around you. Quinda, come on. Ah, you crossing it into the wrong people though. That has to be the Omega. Okay. They're trying to draw our back line out, but it's fine. It worked out for us. Okay. Okay, come on. Do not throw this out of bounds, bro. This is Arsenal. This is our rivals. Take advantage. Take advantage. What are we doing? Quinda. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look how much space he has. Bro, how did we not score right there? João Pedro. Okay, he fouled. Okay. Yeah. Do not let them get that off, bro. They let them, bro. Like, come on. What are we doing? Be honest. Go to this though. Be a little safer. Okay, Omega. Omega not being in a box. What the fuck just happened? Who touched him? How did he just fall? Hello? Okay, I don't know what's going on with my set pieces, though. Like, no. What? How is Omega not even on here? I'm so confused. Is there a way I can just auto-assign this? Can we, like, figure this out? Like, box threat. Why is Omega under Cole Palmer on box threat? You know? That don't make too much sense to me. Put him in there. Where Omega at? Omega, you're a box threat, gang. What are we doing? You're a box threat. Creator. This is Cole Palmer. You know what I'm saying? This is Cole Palmer. No. Reece James, I guess, is a creator. Where's João Pedro? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is all wrong. I don't even see João Pedro. Hello? Am I blind? Oh, I am blind. Bro, I dead don't see him no more. Okay. Nah, let's get both of them up. I don't know why they were so far down. Let's get both of them up. I guess they're saying because a long shot? I don't know. Cole Palmer for sure. Recovery defender. I'd probably rather have Reece James on this. Nori up there. Who else? Oh, okay, Joshua Chimpong for sure. So we cannot neglect this at all. Hato, you go up there too. Probably go Nori. Probably go boom. Probably actually go him over them. Who else can I have? Cambiaso go up there. Yeah, Cambiaso go up there. That's how I'm gonna have it. Aerial threat. Joshua Chimpong. I don't know what the hell this was based off of, but it's not based off what I'm really looking for. Box threat definitely need to be him. João Pedro need to be in there. Krupi need to be in there. Palmer more of in the creative bracket. I don't really know what that was talking about. He's more in the creative bracket. Van Heck. Guess they saying Jarrell Hato not really that good of a box threat. I don't know. But that should be fine. That should work. Alright. Because the set pieces, I've been seeing some crazy people in certain areas on the set pieces. We need to figure that out. That pass is fucking outrageous. Gang. Okay. Where the fuck is my team at? Hello? Madueke? It's not offsides. Madueke? Nah. Go back attacking, bro. Why the hell were we just letting them have a ball like that? What's up with that press? That press was terrible. Is he not offsides? What the fuck? Oh. I guess they were saying him. Reece James just low-key trolled that shit. I'm gonna keep it real. Reece James just trolled the shit out that line. I don't know what he was doing, bro. He wasn't on line with nobody on his team right there. Yo. Havertz is doing our shit right now. We need to lock in. Hold on. No. Nah, get out of this shit. You niggas is not good enough to play that. Hell no. What the hell did I just watch? Let me see this. I skipped it. I didn't mean to skip it. I actually wanted to see it, but okay. Van Heck. Colwell. Murillo. Bro, what are these passes, bro? What are these passes my DM's making? What the hell, Cole? Get this nigga off the pitch. Get him off the pitch, gang. Get him off the pitch, bro. What the hell was that? What the hell was that, bro? Yo, come on, bro. What are we doing? Get him off the pitch, bro. We win more when he don't play. We tie or lose when he plays. Like, I don't know, bro. Get him off the pitch. They concerning my shit, bro. They scaring the hell out of me. João Pedro, okay. Oh my god. I may make him be more of a box-to-box. Yeah, I think I make him more of like a dribbler. Get on the ball. Not really as much of a passer. He can pass, but he's not Stiller. Let Stiller be that passer. What the hell are some of these? What the fuck? Why did Van Heck just pass that there? I'm so confused. Morgan Rogers? Okay, I like that run. Okay, let me look at some of this. Okay. I don't even know if I want y'all to do that no more, bro. I don't even know if y'all can handle that shit. Y'all get on the ball and dribble. You are the only one that really needs to take that risk. I don't want you taking the risk with the dribble. You are a passer. Get out of this. You dribble more. Simple. I don't know what the hell was going on. You dribble more. Reece James? Okay, Stiller was in a good position right there. See, that's all I'm saying. Stiller was literally right there in the pocket. He was in the right pocket of space right there. What the hell was Quinton just doing right there, though? All right, Reece James is having a bad game, apparently. Oh, my God. Oh, my. Bro, I don't think we've seen a clip where our goalie has saved a goal. I don't think we've seen one. This is for the league, by the way. Bro, why is Morello so... Yo. Okay, bro. I don't know what the hell going on, team. You've been terrible. You want to switch off? Oh, you're already off. You're good, gang. You're good. We're going to make this change. So, boom. I'm going to go boom. Okay. That's one change. We're going to go Quinn off the right. Rogers off the left. Yeah. It's what we have to do. Did I actually make these changes yet, though? I don't know if I need that, though. We'll keep that how we have it. I'm going to let him be a box-to-box. I'm going to let him still sit deeper. These get drawn out so easily, bro, with them false nines. So I have to let them sit. I'm going to low-key make them play a higher line, though. So if they do get drawn out, it won't be as big I don't even know. But we need to get forward more. We need to be better attacking. We're already down 2-0. We have to take more risks. This is for the league. At the end of the day, this is for the league. I'm looking at my attackers, how much energy they got. They all got energy. Simple as that. They all got energy. Honestly, I'm going to let him be a wide outlet, though. I'm going to let him track back. He going to track. Oh, this is going to happen. But he going to be my wide little outlet. Now, I won't lie. Reece James has been trash. So that could be a big deal. But we'll see. I haven't seen Reece James do one cross. I've not seen him get onto the ball and make one cross. I don't need him to get forward. I'll be real. I don't need that. Like, honestly, I may low-key put it to where he don't play so wide, though. He's not even on that. I don't know what the hell going on with Reece James. All right, this one I definitely want to play wider. I want him to make runs. I have no clue. On anything else on that. I'm actually very concerned. Is there anything else I need to change? Okay, I don't really want him to dribble too much. If anything, dribble less. What is this one? Dribble more. I don't really care about that. Just take shots when you got to. I don't know about forcing it. What my team settings on? Cool with all this, bro. We gotta go fast. Probably get some set pieces. Going. What do I have this one on? Okay. Right underlap. Left overlap. Simple. That's what we're gonna do. I don't want to talk to them niggas no more. What the fuck are some of these passes, though? We don't have to play this fast. I don't think we can play that fast. I don't think this team can pass. And bro, the passing that this team has is actually so high. So some of the passes just don't make no sense. That is a terrible shot. Oh my god, that was such a good ball in by Colwell. That was a terrible shot. Oh my god, he could have got that. He could have got that. That was a crazy pass. That's ours. The heck. Quinda. Reece James. Quinda. Stiller. Ainori. I have it on Ainori. I don't want you to take those. I'm okay to be. I don't want you to take those. I want you to get forward and make these passes for us, gang. Come on. Oh my god. Good D. Good D. Quinda. Reece James. Ainori. Okay, you didn't even try to get forward right there. Good Paul. Quinda. Reece James. It hit the crossbar. Yo, the goalie didn't even move. It's pretty even matched. We just don't save shit. Being real, we don't save anything. That's ours. It's ours. Stiller. I'm looking at our stamina. Morgan Rogers. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know about his decision-making game. I don't know. Stiller just got on the ball and got the dribbling. I don't know. That's not your role, gang. All right, 10 minutes have passed and we have not done much of anything. We have created 2 chances, but we need to finish one of these. Maybe this is a different role. Okay, maybe we don't need this one. For them, maybe we don't need this one. Maybe we need more of a drop into space linking guy. Can he do that? He gotta go off the ball. I think I'm gonna go Krupi. I'm gonna go Krupi Jr. Because we need an attacking change. Yeah, because the Mega has been playing kind of bad. Van Heck is on... Bro, my center backs are on really low ratings. But they probably actually deserve it. Reece James is tired. I got to get him off. I guess, bro. Yo. Defensively, this has been one of the worst performances I've ever seen. Look how many people we got back, but it's like we're not pressing anything. And we know he's not pressing because I have him on wide outlet. But that one person leaving that big gaps, I don't think that's the case. I don't even think Quindo's good enough to be doing all this for him, though. I don't even think we need to worry about it. I think we just go Esteval before it becomes too late because now it's the 70-minute mark. Like, literally, we're at the 70-minute mark now. Saliba. That's ours. Krupi. Oh my god, we don't have to shoot that from that far, bro. We don't. We don't have to shoot that. Okay, that's ours. Good D, though. That's good D. We pressing every single touch. We're pressing every touch. Okay, I don't know, bro. It's so many things I don't know what the hell we be doing. Like, why does he come back and take an extra dribble there? That doesn't make sense. There's nobody here? Like, there's no one there, though? We gotta go very attacking. We need this win. Angelo Stiller. Okay. Cambiaso. He shot that shit? Hello? Bro instantly got tired. Are we dead ass Stiller? Van Heck. João Pedro, that you had a pass. Oh, he has so many passing options. Yo, what is that pass, gang? Who just did this? That was Stiller? Gang. Bro, there's no way they're... Bro, Declan Rice is dying that shit. Kai Havertz is playing like prime Messi. Like, bro, Van Heck. Why is my center back coming out and everybody else off the line is just watching that? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at. Literally, the whole line was supposed to come up with him, and only he came up by himself, and nobody else came up. Yeah, bro. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'll be honest. I have no clue what I'm looking at. Genuinely, I actually don't know. Yeah, this shit is over, gang. I'll be so real. This shit is so over. Let's go this. I think the difference in this year is gonna come down to how we started the year, bro. Where we didn't have a one game. Bro, they put 4 goals on us twice. They put 4 goals on us twice. I don't think we seen bro make a save in them last 2 games. I don't. I really don't think we made them save. I'm not gonna criticize nobody, bro. They know what they did. It was very evenly matched. We just didn't finish shit. Our goalie didn't save shit. It just is what it is, bro. It kind of is literally that simple. I'll be honest. It kind of quite literally is that simple. But I do think if we probably had 1 game a week, we probably don't get as many ties in that first part of the season. I won't lie. It's a couple different things that just could have went differently. But we are right now in 2nd place. Or 3rd. We're in 3rd because Liverpool actually did win that game. We do win that game, we probably are 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool would have had to play 2 games. Let's see how many points Liverpool in with. Because if we win that game and we win this game, it doesn't mean that we automatically do win. I won't lie. Let me see. What are they saying here? Liverpool overcome rivals. They beat them 6-1. So we lost to Arsenal 4-0. And Liverpool beat United 6-1. I'm not gonna lie. Liverpool getting Kane is nuts, though. Be competitive. We failed this. I guess they happy. They pretty fine. Challenge for past objective. Challenge for Premier League, which we did. But I don't know. Kai Havertz really just went crazy on that shit. I won't lie. I'm not even finna touch that no more because I'm not gonna do another year. There's no point. It's literally no point. I was gonna do another one, but literally the goal was to be competitive in the league. I didn't think it was gonna be that competitive. It came down to like damn near the last week, and Liverpool literally lost. So if we won that game, we could have came into this game and won. So it was the difference of literally those 2 games, the Arsenal game and the Liverpool game. We win one of those games, we have a chance. We have a chance, but we're gonna sim this. We're not gonna watch it. There's no point in watching it. We're gonna sim this, and I'm telling y'all, when I have Palmer on the bench, we just win these games. Now, it would be funny if I didn't have Palmer on the bench this game and we lose or tie. But we play Bournemouth. I'm gonna put it to pressure cooker. Let's see if we win. Let's see if we win. When we destroyed them. Like I said, bro, when Palmer's on the bench, we just play way better. Morgan Rogers and João Pedro go crazy. We had 4 goals. We literally had 4 goals. And we relegated them. They were playing for something. We relegated them. So, yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I guess it is what it is. But, yeah. That's the video, bro. Chelsea under. Xabi Alonso. If he had half of a season with UCL. Because I do think he probably would have did better in the Carabao Cup than I did. But the FA Cup, competed on pretty much all fronts except for the UCL. Except I guess we didn't compete in the Carabao Cup either. So I don't know. I think he actually probably have a better season than I did. Maybe not be. I don't know what Liverpool ended up having. Okay, so we ended up 2nd place on 5 points. And like I said, if we just have a different result for those 2 games that we just watched, the Arsenal game and the Liverpool game, we literally had the Liverpool game won. We had that game won and we lost. So, just kind of that simple. There's a difference of those 2 games that we watched. But yeah, if y'all do want more of these rebuilds, like I said, I'm gonna think about doing a Real Madrid. But if they already kind of have a lot of transfers going, it's not gonna be much for me to even really do at that point. So we'll see. Spurs, Liverpool, Juve, AC Milan. I'm thinking about doing all those teams. So if y'all do want more of the FM, y'all let me know. If y'all rather it be on FC, like I said at the beginning of the video, I probably can get all those, but they probably just be a lot less frequent. So y'all let me know. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff out the way. No more talking. It's your boy Fitz. I'm out of here.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!